It's Sunday. It's MARKPIRES. And it's real talk.
Looking for another way
to ease my mind and help my living. It's real talk. It's the daily variety show, MARKPIRES Real Talk. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on day 693 in a row of the MARKPIRES Real Talk show. We're going to get into it like we do every single day, so head to YouTube, head to DLive, subscribe, and dingy the belly. And guys, we are officially 7 days away from the 700th day in a row of the MARKPIRES Real Talk show. And that's quite a feat, I gotta say. Myself, I'm thinking that's quite a thing. 2 years straight. Almost there, 30 days away after we get there. So we're 37 days away, essentially. And I just want to thank you all for hanging out with me every single day. Look, not a competition, but if 'twas a competition, Daniel Dibble would have knocked it out of the park like Babe friggin' Ruth. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, over the center field fence. Guy can't even jump to catch it because he's got a mask on from Corona. I'm talking 1918, people. The Yankees were playing, and they had Coronas back then, too. They were drinking them, but then they also had it. Baltimore. Guys, like, what did they do back then? They played baseball still, right? I don't remember them talking about that in the National Archives. Oh, yeah, Ty Cobb rounded second, and Shoeless Joe Jackson. He got banned, but he also had coronavirus. What? He did? No, the pandemic of 1918. Look, Daniel, that's where you took me. When you won tonight for calling or sending the first chat message. And let me say hello to my friends, Daniel, Bradley. How you doing, Bradley Smith? Great seeing you as always, my friend. Tom Murphy from the top. I love it. Verity. Did you guys get notifications tonight? I don't know. I never seem to get notifications myself because I have my other BeatSeat account, which is subscribed, and it never gets notifications. So I just don't think I don't know. Maybe some people get it and a lot of people don't. Regardless, we have some of the family members here already from the top. So let's go through the list again. Monica, how you doing? Oh, you know what? Monica, if you go back to DLive now, it should be. I was on with a clip prior. We do a premiere before every show just to get you guys warmed up for the show. And that's what you saw today was what we just dropped. And I think that... Jesse, how you doing, buddy? Oh, I'm so glad you're here, pal. We're going to get some laughing in tonight. Love Truth is here. Guys, Love Truth. Look, if you're not interested in love or truth, you could show yourself the door. Because that's all we have here. On the Real Talk program, yeah, it's love and truth. That's it, okay? Deal with it. And you know what you're about to get. The woohoo! Give it to me, people. I got to get that woohoo. Woohoo! Right? There's nothing in this world better than a woohoo. You could be down. You could be really down, on your luck. And all of a sudden, some guy's riding by on his bicycle or on his skateboard, and he goes, woohoo! And you're like, yeah! Let's go! I love a woohoo. And a moment of expression like a woohoo. Guys, life is about moments like that. When you put every bit of you into a moment, woo-hoo, That's why I used to laugh when I'd hear from friends who would go see a great musician, some band that was massive when I was just writing. I'd be playing a coffee shop to like 3 people. And you guys see what I do here. I've been doing this for my whole life. And like, you'd play coffee shops to nobody, or play like a bar and be like 10 people eating or whatever. They're drinking, not paying attention. They're socializing, not listening really, And then the friends would be like, oh, I just went to see Fish. I went to go see Dave Matthews. I went to go see The Dead, or whatever it was. And they were so good. I was like, how many people went to the show? Like 30,000. I'm like, oh, that's great. If they had a bad show, they're the worst musicians in the world. Because I'll play a show, and if one person goes woo-hoo while I'm on stage, literally one person gives me a woo-hoo, it's over. I'm in the clouds. The woohoo will take a musician to a different level. 30,000 woohoos? If you can't perform there, I don't know how to tell you, buddy. You know, so I actually have, I started working on a Cuomover bit for you guys, and I didn't get to finish it because I put the clip on, and being Sunday night, I didn't really get to get onto the studio early. But I figure what we should do is play a song, and then I'll play a couple face swaps, and while I put the face swaps on, I'll finalize what I was working on so you can see my Cuomover bit for the day. Look, I got a clip for you from Cuomover, okay? I'm getting an Emmy. Just gave away the freaking clip. Let's just give the old tuneroo. I gotta say, it's kind of a cool thing to just come down and my guitars are set up. I just come in and just get ready, you know? The only thing that would be cooler is if it was in real studio. Like I have my office, but still like a real place with multiple areas, cameras, so you could sit down. Here's what I'd really like. I'd like the BeatSeat like back here. So when I'm playing, you can actually see the whole thing. You could see everything instead of me doing it this way where you're seeing the BeatSeat and all these little, like you see, oh, there's the BeatSeat, but like to see the full image, I don't know. One of these days, people, things will get to a point where we'll be able to do something. But at the moment, you guys your donations to this show are huge and very much appreciated. And that my thoughts are way in the future, if they're ever even a future. What I'm focused on right now is you guys right this second. Why do I have a tremolo? There we go. Train rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, where I want to stay. And then people keep a moving, I'm never saying in tone. When I was just a baby, Mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. That I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And then people keep it moving on, I'm saying. Well, I bet this rich folks eating and they died in cars, probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free. And then people keep it moving, I'm down to San Antonio. You guys ready? A little trumpet. Well, I bet there's rich folks eating in their fancy dining cars, proud drinking coffee and smoking mixing cars. Well, I know I ain't coming. I know I can't be free. Oh, and then people keep a moving under the sand and bone. That's a cool tune. I love Johnny Cash. It's funny, but when I was writing, I shut myself off from everything else. So I stopped listening to music. And I just wanted to write my own. I wanted everything to come out of me in the moment and be whatever, was meant to come out of me. And that's why whenever you hear me play songs, I know that they may sound like certain things because I started somewhere, started listening to like Dave Matthews and stuff like that. But I left everything behind. I went on my own for about 15 years and wrote 200 songs. And now we play every day. I don't listen to anything. You guys know I come out here to put on a show for 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours every day. And we get into it. You guys ask me to play songs. I'm going off a memory from when I was 7 years old. I'm going off a memory from when I was 15 or 12. When I was in the car, my dad's driving and give me the beat, boy. And I'm hearing that. And you guys are like, hey, play the weight, Mm-hmm. Put the load. Put a load right on in. And I'm hearing stuff that I just bring back to life, but I haven't heard it in 25 years. That's what music is for me, is if I've heard it once, I can bring it back to life in my own way. But in general, the idea of shutting down to other stuff, I don't know if it was a smart idea or not. Because now you guys will be like, hey, play. And I'm like, I don't know what the freak that is. Ooh, I just thought of a song that I played not in a while. You guys may not like it, but I want to play it because it's a cool tune. I like this song. I played a bunch of shows up in the Boston area. And here's the thing. I had a buddy who's a singer-songwriter. This is all pre... Why am I not spelling that right? I'm trying to... Oh, I got it. I don't want to tell you what it is yet. Because it may not be something... Here we go. I was just spelling it wrong. I'm a foolio. Hey, look, Julio Rodriguez, what are you doing? I think I got it here. Okay. Now, I like this song. I played it once and someone was like, no, please. But I think it's a beautiful song. Never heard it in my life. It's kind of like when the other day, Hilly's been asking me to play this really cool tune, Hilltop something. I listened to it. It's gorgeous. I can't wait to play it for you. I haven't had a chance to work on it today. I was busy with real estate. But check this out. Walked alone, empty life. I knew the pathway at the back of my hand. Felt the earth beneath my feet. Sat by the river, it made me complete. A simple thing. Have you go? You got me know. I see. Where does it go from there? I'm getting old and I need someone to rely on. So tell me when. Alright, I got to do it from the top. Now, I just had to remember it's been a while since I played this, so. Let's do it clean and much better than that. Here we go. I walked alone and alive. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet. I sat by the river, it made me complete. A simple thing, wherever you go. I'm getting old, I need something to rely on. So tell me where you can let me in. I'm getting tired, I need somewhere to begin. I walked across a fallen tree, found by the branches looking at me. Is this the place you're dreaming of? The place that you're dreaming of. Simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old, I need something to ride on. So tell me when you can let me in. Getting tired, I need somewhere to begin. And if you have a moment, why don't we go? Everybody somewhere only we know. This could be the end of everything. So why don't we go somewhere only we know? about somewhere only we know. This could be the end of everything. So why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know. Everything, so why don't we go and somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know. My family, my friends, how you guys doing? Please smash the like so we can show YouTube what we think of their shadow ban / suppression of all things positive / Trump related, which I would say my Trump show is kind of Trump related, considering they didn't let anybody in the world watch them. So we're going to watch them tonight. The other 2 nights ago, we did 5 hours and something minutes because I was building a BeatSeat. We played the 31, basically. We played the prequel and then the first 30 episodes of the Trump show back to back. So if you want to see them back to back, that was a great episode for it. I'm going to play you one more and then we'll get into it. Alien Believers, how you doing? Brian Smith, how you doing? Sharon's here. Jerry's here again. Jerry, I'm so happy to see you back again. I tell you guys, whenever I see you back for the second day in a row, it gets me really, really excited. Alien, so glad to see you here. I'm like, yeah, they're back. We're going to rock and roll tonight. Cindy Lou, how you do? Good to see you again, Cindy Lou. Let me see who else I've been missing over here because I was in the middle of that jam. I had to have the lyrics open because I don't know the song. Raina, good to see you. Is Sparky here? I don't know if I see Sparky. I haven't. Tom Murphy, my brother's in the house. And Trish is here. Awesome. And I think I saw, let me go back and see. I'm just looking back quickly. Missy's in the house. How you doing? I'm so glad to see you guys here. Wolfie, guys, we're going to play a little something here. I don't know what yet. Maybe the Real Talk Family Jam. Maybe. We'll see. We're getting into that for sure tonight. We have to. Because our brother Tim Beers is, I haven't seen him in here yet. Maybe he is. Sparky is here. Hey, bud. Oh, that's what I thought I saw Keith tonight. Keith and Queen Brat. Good to see you, bud. And Rector Hype. How are you, pal? Good to see you. Let me see who else is in this house with us. Fisherman's Daughter here, guys. And, of course, Daniel started off. Winning big league. Winning big league. Guys, you have to be winning big league. Menacing Muskrat. How you doing? I'm going back down the bottom, but I think I saw Julie Cleary also. Kathy's here. How you doing, Kathy Smith? Awesome. So glad to see you all here. And Todd, hey buddy, good to see you. Todd, thank you so much for your donation during the preview, buddy. That was amazing. Guys, many ways to support the program below. Oh, I also have an idea. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to set like a total, like a number, like any donation that's an X total. Someone has to put a number in it. I'm going to give you guys the CD. You guys like the songs I've been playing for you, right? Did you like that song I played for you last night, the angry one? I got like 600 CDs back there, shrink wrapped and all, of that album that I shelved it because of that song. But I'm thinking about doing something here in order to again, this show has to self-generate income in order to get to the next level. So what I'm thinking about doing is donations of X amount. I'd have to figure this out, but I will give the CD, sign the CD, the inside cover, which opens up, all the lyrics are inside. It's really nicely done. I should actually grab one and show it to you. And I'll sign them and send them off to anybody who donates, who's going to donate anyway. And if the total's over X, I sign a CD and I send it off to you. You get I think I still listen to CDs. Okay. I still have a CD player in my car. And I know you could transfer it, but the CD was really well done. It's just that one song. I shouldn't have put that song on there. I'm going to play you a song from the album and then I'll go and grab one and show it to you in a minute. But is that a good idea? I thought it'd be a good way, because if people are donating, I always feel bad. Like, that's why whenever someone donates, I'm always like, I'll bring them into the next song. I'm going to start doing an improv for the next 5 minutes and talk about them in the improv, because I just really appreciate the donations and the support. And then I'm thinking if I can just give you something as well that you could, like, an actual physical takeaway, like a signed album, the full album, 13 songs, fire. That album is ridiculously great, except for that one song, which is great, but I shouldn't have put it on there because it's got the F-bomb and it's about angry, screaming at a girl that cheated on me. And you know what? At the end of the day, maybe it was meant to be out there. We'll see. But I want to say hello to all my people. You guys are awesome. I think what we should do here is I'm going to play a little something for you. I want to show you guys one of the things we do here. About maybe a half a year in. Love Truth. Oh my goodness. Love Truth. My email address is mark@markpiresrealtalk.com. I think that's absolutely a total that gets a CD signed. I don't think that needs to be that high for that, but Love Truth, you are amazing. 4444, you are unbelievable. Guys, please give Love Truth like super amazing like love for that love that she just shared, or he or she. I don't know, because it's hard to tell sometimes. You could say either or, but it doesn't matter. You're a soul. We're here. We're all one soul split into 7 billion. And we're coming together on the Real Talk program. And Love Truth, I thank you more than anything for that. It was very kind. Send me an email, because I'm sending you a signed album. Thank you so much. So let's play you something. This is what I like to do here. It's called the Mark Inspires section of the show. And it's only called that because this friend of mine, Furman Vidal, he's also a real estate agent. Furman sent me a message one day, because I put these little like face story times on Facebook. If you guys haven't followed me on Facebook yet, find my profile. The Real Talk page is great, but my stories don't go on the Real Talk page. They go on my actual profile, Mark Pires. If you find Facebook.com/MarkPires, that's the one. All the other ones, you're not going to get to see the stories. I put stories up every single day. They're 25 seconds long, but they're pretty cool, and they're little pieces from the show every day. And so after one of my little pieces where I get into, speaking to you guys how amazing you are and what you have to offer this planet, and one day you will tap into it and bring it to the surface, and everybody around will be astounded and say, I want to somehow help that get bigger and grow it because the world needs more. And you know what? Those types of things go into a little clip. And so Furman afterwards said, Mark, INS, very small, lowercase, and then Pires. I'm like, oh my goodness, my last name, if you throw INS in front of it, it spells inspires. Holy cow. And that opened up a whole new thing that I never thought of before, which is the Mark Inspires segment of the show, which is this. I'm going to write a song right now. I want somebody to give me a topic. And give me a topic that you think would be cool to hear a song about. And I'm going to write a song right now in real time for you guys. And let's just have some fun with it and see where it goes. It may be terrible. Could be. It could very well be the worst thing I've ever done. But I don't think that way. I'm going to go out there and make some magic happen. And we're going to have some fun together. And even if I do something terrible, you could laugh and say, that was horrible. What an idiot. And that's fine, because this is about living in the moment and experiencing the moment. And sometimes it's falling on your face in the moment and then getting back up and then taking the next moment and making it even better. And that's what we're here to do every single day. Unscripted, 693 days in a row. We are 7 days away from the 700th day in a row of Real Talk. And if you think about it, we've done many days of multiple shows in the day. And I'm on for 2 to 6 hours when we are on for the Real Talk program. We did a real estate segment the other day. We did this for 1 hour and 43 minutes. Then I came out that night and we did 5 hours and 43 minutes. So it was a 7 hour and a half show is what I figured out, basically. 7.5 hours that day. But I was tired at the end. I really was. But I could do it because you guys were there supporting me and giving me love from the chat. And you know what? Like, we're here to help each other level up. I came up with this funny thing once called the second, third, fifth wind. I have to explain this to you real quick. It's totally nuts. So my friend Adam's on from Singapore, and this is right at the beginning of the pandemic, and I have 4 people on. Adam's one of them. Sig's the other. Sig, do you remember Adam? Do you remember Adam, my buddy Adam? So what was cool about Adam is he is a really cool dude. I knew him when he was younger and I was younger in my neighboring town. He's a friend of mine, introduced us, and he's from New Zealand. And he was I think he was a model, really interesting cat. He had this idea once. He's like, we should travel from the very bottom of South America all the way up to like the very, very top of Canada and like somehow go and like, he's just like crazy. We should just take a trip and film the whole thing. We were like young kids thinking this. And it's like a Anthony Bourdain thing we were thinking about when we were 20 years old. And so long story short, he told me the camera I should buy. I bought the camera. And then we never saw each other again. I was like, Adam, I got the camera. And he was like, I never heard from the dude again. So 20 years goes by, and all of a sudden I have a talk show every day, and he's stuck in quarantine in Singapore, and he's 12 hours apart. So while I'm on at midnight, he's on, it's 12 o'clock over there or whatever, or somewhere, and he's having a lot of fun staying entertained. And he started digging into the Dick Facce character, which I don't know if you guys know who Facce is. Facce's kind of close to what I've been doing. Like, how dare you? How dare you is Facce. I stole How Dare You from Facce. And if you guys don't know who Facce is, I'm just going to show you what he looks like. This is Facce.
I'll tell you, I'm worried about him in 2020 election. It's that Dick Facce. Have you heard about him? He's going to be fantastic. Yep, bingo. You told me about him, didn't you? I have to thank you.
If Michelle's not running, I'm voting for Dick Facce.
So, look. There's Facce right there, okay? So Facce's out of his friggin' mind, okay? Look at the bottom. Look what he says. Sometimes being miserable is the best case scenario, okay? Look, I'm going to talk like you can see me right now. My name is Dick Facce. I've been live every day since my mother kicked me out of the womb. That's right. How dare she? How dare she kick me out of the womb? I was in there finding the quarter piece of the puzzle. Are you kidding me? I'm tying my friggin' shoes, and Ma kicks me out of the friggin' room? Are you kidding me? Kato, how dare you? Oh, guys, are you friggin' kidding me? What's going on over there? You gotta be kidding me, right? This is Dick Facce. Look, if I put this on, would it make you feel a little better, huh? If I was like, look, it's Facce over there. Oh, yeah. Hold on, where's my friggin' glasses? I may bring Facce out later and then do Hammerlin. We should do a Hammerlin and Facce special. You know what we should do is tomorrow. Tomorrow? How dare you? Look, sometimes being miserable is your best case scenario. So let me tell you who Facce is, just so you friggin' know. Dick Facce is basically Andrew Dice Clay, but a clean dice, right? Like a nice dice. He's the dice you could bring home to your mom. And she won't want to bang him. She'll just be like, okay, he's okay. You know what I mean? Like the other dice, the ladies go crazy for him. They're like, oh, he go a bigger a day. Oh, I'm down on the corner. That's like the other dice, like Facce's a little more reserved, So Facce's out of his mind. And I created him first in order to get the dark side of the Real Talk show out there. It's kind of funny, but if you think about it, my show was all light for the first 350 days until I created Dick Facce. And when I was doing Facce, I had this philosophy that I would keep Real Talk here, keep Facce over here as like the Dr. Evil of the show, and then one day you guys would find Dick Facce randomly on YouTube, and you'd be like, yeah, I love Facce. And then it would be like somewhere down the line, they'd be like, wait a second, hold on. Facce's MARKPIRES? Real Talk? Wait, hold on. People from the Real Talk show would be like, hold on a second. I've been only about the positivity and light. I can't wait. I got to go every day and go. And they're like, wait a second. The guy who's just like Andrew Dice Clay, but a clean version is MARKPIRES? And all of a sudden we bring both sides together. Because I started thinking, if I start going after just the positivity, we won't get everybody. Again, my mission here is a life world mission. We have to take every soul and bring him here. How does that happen? I got to somehow be able to grab the entirety of it, right? So Dick Facce becomes the dark side of the show, becomes the comedy side of the show. Okay, this is where my mind starts leading. So now I got a Dr. Evil side. I got the Austin Power side, or the Austin Pyre side, which is the Real Talk show. And then all of a sudden, who's the guy right down the middle coming at you? Hammerlin Jameson. Look, we're ripping the lid off the fake news. I'm dropping the hammer. Look, hold on a second. I'm going to show you who Hammer Jam is. I'm going to actually show you something. You need to watch this clip. It's very important. You need to understand that old Hammerlin has got a drinking problem, okay? Yeah, he's been kind of on the wagon for 4 minutes. But look, old Hammer Jam, you're going to enjoy this clip. It's a real estate clip, actually. And I wanted you to understand something.
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual. We can finally do some beat reading.
Guys, this is very sad. I told you our new thing is we're going to take these clips and we're going to pound the hell out of them with likes, okay? Because we've had 10 likes on this, what you're about to see, and literally there's 450 million people in the United States. Yeah, 53 people, not 53,000, not 53 million. No, 53 people have seen this right here you're about to see.
Another spam.
So, bottom line, share this friggin' thing. Here we go.
Nobody can stop me. 6ix9ine will do whatever to be famous.
It's Hammerlin Jameson, and it's hammer time. That's right. Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news. That's right. It's hammer time. A little ham, jam, bam. Thank you, man. That's right, people. Look, check me out every single night on Hammer Time. That's right. It's Hammerlin Jameson. I'm here to drop the hammer and rip the lid off the fake news. It's been a little while since old Hammer Jam's been with you, but I'm live tonight, people. And we're going to talk a little bit about this next clip we're getting into. It's about a lady, we call her Poison. I just want to tell you a little backstory about her. She may be the crypt keeper. We're still working on that information. But I will tell you that she's holding up a second round of the stimulus checks. And old Hammerlin could really use that for some Hammerlin Jameson whiskey. Really, I got a thing for my family distillery. It's my uncle's cousins, sisters, aunts, brothers, mother's sister's cousin's brother, who started Jameson. Look, I'm sorry, they gave me a couple cases when I was 17, and I've been hooked since. It kind of was my demise in the 90s, when I was the lead anchor with NBC. I was ripping the lid off the fake news. And then they just kind of got rid of the old Hammer Jam. But look, I just want to quickly tell you about this next clip. It's called Don't Drink the Nancy Poison. And by the way, that Venmo doesn't friggin' work anymore. Shit. Hammerlin had to close the account. I was negative on the Venmo account somehow. I don't even know how that to figure it out. They're like, Hammerlin, well, look, we're going to have to get rid of that account of yours because you're negative $64,327.33. So hell, that bond drink that much Jameson? Oh, unbelievable. I said, I'm dropping the hammer, ripping the lid off the fake news on that one because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. There's no way that old Hammer Jam drank that much Jameson. Maybe about 58,000, but not 61,300. There's no way. Hammer Jam, look, I gotta go now. I gotta go get to my whiskey and to the tap. I gotta hit the tap, people. I'm just coming down like that. Like that. Double-fisted it sometimes. Walking around, I got triples. I walked around with 4 last week, 2 straws, 1 in each. And I sucked all 4 of them down at the same time. They said, old Hammerlin, look at him. Look at old Hammerlin go. It's just a friggin' Tuesday for Hammer Jam. Look, I gotta go, but I'll be dropping the hammer and ripping the lid off the fake news every night here on the Real Talk program. That's old Hammer Jam. I'm on the way out. That's not the one I wanted to show you guys. I'm sorry. That was good, but that's not as good as this. I just need to show you this, okay, guys? This is the best Hammerlin Jameson ever, I think, okay? I'm going to share the link on this one. It had a few more views, 114 views. Let's see if we can bump it up. Check this out. I'll put the link in. Look, bottom line, people. When you're selling real estate, you should call the Real Talk team. You could deal with either Hammerlin Jameson or you could deal with Mark, whatever. I promise to not be on my Jameson strict regiment when I take my clients out. Perhaps you may be better off working with Mark, because he does not drink at all. And I'm the Jameson guy, okay? My family. Look at my name. It's not even on the screen right now. Old Hammer Jam got his license. Here's the story. Blacked out on camera, 92. NBC. It was like this. They were like, hey, Hammer Jam, what do you got? I did one of those. They're like, Hammer! When I came to, my face fell into a pile of nachos. I had nachos with guacamole, sour cream, and chili. The chili burned my right nostril. The left one had sour cream up the nostril. I had a little guacamole over here. It looked like I was a tattoo. It wasn't a tattoo. It was just a Hammerlin. Fell asleep and plopped into the nachos. So old Hammerlin, when he kind of was looking around, they had to cut to commercial. And they're like, oh, Hammerlin, what's going on? Hammerlin kind of stops speaking English when he gets over the line, so to speak. So they're like, oh, Hammer, we need to see you in the office. Come in tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I walked in at 12:30. Oh, sorry. I had a hangover. Didn't you see me? Blacked out on the friggin' screen. So they said, old Hammer, take a seat. We're going over your work, your progress. We're looking at the positives, looking at the negatives. We're trying to figure out where you fit in at NBC. I said, excuse me, fit in. I'm Hammerlin Jameson. I'm dropping the hammer and ripping the lid off the fake news. Where do I fit in? I'm the freaking fake news hammer. That's where I will drop the hammer on any fake news. That's where I fit in. Didn't realize that NBC was going left, literally. They were taking a left away from truth, away from dropping hammers into the fake news, and they decided to go into new territory. We call it National Enquirer. Yeah, bottom line, all mainstream media is now the National Enquirer. And so old Hammer Jam left with a conundrum. They're like, oh, Hammer, you're no longer hired at NBC. Enjoy those nachos. I think you still got a little guac over there. I may have. I literally woke up and went right into the meeting. So I'm back to square one. And I got home, and I'm laying there on the couch in a stupor. And they're like, oh, it's a screen. Something comes on. It was like the Magnum PI guy comes on. He's like, hey, you ever been a realtor? You should be a realtor because you could go out and sell real estate. And I was a realtor before I was Magnum PI. And I was like, whoa, look at that. I got a mustache. I can be Magnum PI. Maybe old Hammer Jam should go be Magnum PI, real estate agent. So I got my real estate license, and literally it's Hammerlin Magnum PI Jameson. If you look me up online, you could find my website. I take out clients. It's only on Wednesdays between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. Every other time I'm smashed. Bottom line, though, okay, is Hammer got the license. And the phone just started ringing. Ring-a-ding-a-linging. They're like, Hammerlin's a realtor now? Let me give him the business. So the 90s and early 2000s were on fire. Not sure if you remember my tagline from the early 2000s. If you take the hammer out, we'll break down that house and build you a new one. It was a short commercial. It was massive. Lasted about 13 days. That's right. We got a couple of major pieces of business out of it. Government contracts as well. And basically, Hammer Jam was on the way to being a master realtor / master developer. That's right, the government was giving contracts to Hammerlin. I'm like, do they realize what I'm doing with these bottles of Jameson? Hey, yeah, here you go, Hammerson. Let's keep going. Hammerson, that's what happens. I get so out there. So bottom line, now Hammer Jam's realtor, right? And I'm doing great, just out there making billions and billions. I was making billions. I think I made a zillion. Yeah, I made a zillion. And so I'm there, got a zillion. And they're like, oh, Hammer, maybe you should take a break. You want to buy Jameson or something? I said, I have enough bottles at the house. They're like, no, do you want to buy the company, Jameson? I said, buy. It's my freaking family's tradition. It's the company. I don't need to. It's in my blood, okay? Literally, I got 20.7% blood alcohol level. Okay, and so old Hammer Jam just decided to take the back seat. So that's why you haven't seen the commercial. You haven't seen Hammerlin really doing much. I only work 1 hour a week now, 8 to 9, Wednesday mornings, 8 to 9. You get old Hammer Jam. I'm sober for that 1 hour there, old Hammer. But after that, all bets are off, really. I mean, come on, Hammerlin Jameson, ripping the lid off the fake news. So the bottom line, people, the numbers are seriously delinquent in the mortgage falling the first time since the pandemic. I think Hammerlin needs to really be the newscaster when it comes to reading the news for the Real Talk Real Estate program. Look, the good thing about Hammerlin in the morning is he doesn't drink much. Doesn't drink much in the morning. And, you know, you're bound to get a couple of things out of the old Hammer Jammer about the real estate market. You might not know, but he's also a realtor. That's right. Old Hammer Jam got his license. He works for the Real Talk team now. Yeah, that's right. Hold on 1 second. I have to just see if I can pop this on over here for you guys. What was this over here? That's really weird.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire,
old Hammerlin Jameson, look, I'm here with the Real Talk program, Real Talk News, Real Talk Real Estate News. We're going to get into some topics. We're going to drop the hammer and rip the lid off the fake real estate news. There's lots of it out there. So let's see what old Hammer Jam has to say about it. Let's read the story. Existing home sales surged 9.4% in September. Sales of existing homes that took off in September, jumping 9.4% from August to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 6.54 million. The National Association of Realtors said in a report on Thursday, compared to a year ago, the sales are up 20.9%. That's about the blood alcohol level of old Hammerlin's liver. Home sales traditionally taper off toward the end of the year, but September, they surged beyond what we normally see during the season. That was from Lawrence Yoon, the NAR's chief economist. Yeah, he's not an economist, he's an economist. I would attribute the jump to record low interest rates and an abundance of buyers in the marketplace, including buyers of vacation homes, given the flexibility to work from home. That was from Lawrence Yoon. Look, Lawrence knows what he's talking about. He's an economist of the program at the National Association of Realtors. Sig Sauer, thank you so much for the donation. Hammerlin's going to put that right into his gas tank. By gas tank, I mean the old stomach-a-roo. That's right. It's going to be Jameson time right after this. It looks like the number of serious delinquent mortgages fell for the first time since the pandemic hit. Yeah, this is interesting because a lot of people are having a hard time. Yeah, you know, Nancy Pelosi hasn't come to an agreement on stimulus money for the American people. I understand she wants money for the Democrat cities that are burning based on trying to make the president look really bad. I dropped the hammer, ripping the lid. But that's not what we're doing. We just need to take care of the people, Pelosi. How about that? Hammerlin, we're looking for some people funds, not for the Democrat cities. Okay? We want it for the people. You have American citizens, something like 350 million of them. Oh, let's give them $1,200. Oh, you want to give trillions to everybody else. How about you give the people a couple $100,000? I'm just saying, because you're poison. First of all. Secondly, when you quarantine a nation for a year, I think the payoff is about $100K. I'm just saying. Hammerlin, ripping the lid off of it. $100K every single American. You have to be an American, though. You can't come across the border and be like, oh, I want my $100K. Sorry, we're gonna just put you back on the other side of the fence. That's right, 400 miles of the fence are built. Hammer jam, rip the lid off the fake news.
Hey, it's Ross Hamilton, and I am here at a house that should probably be torn down.
Hi, Ross.
Don't worry. What I'm going to show you has nothing to do with...
Don't show us a thing. Let's get back to Hammer Jammer. Is that it? That was a pretty good bit that Hammerlin just laid out there. We may have to put that one out later today. Look, Hammer Jam's just telling you the truth, trying to rip the lid off the fake news, and it's a pandemic. Let's just be honest. Bottom line! And the phone just started ringing. Ring-a-ding-a-lingin'. They're like, Hammerlin's a realtor now? Let me give him the business. I take out clients. It's only on Wednesdays between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. Every other time I'm smashed. And I'm the Jameson guy, okay? My family. Look at my name. It's not even on the screen right now. So they were like, hey, Hammer Jam, what do you got? That's right. It's going to be Jameson time right after this. Oh, look at old Hammer Jam. The Takeover. That was the one I think. Oh, guys, there's too many good Hammer Jams. There's one where I fell asleep twice in the camera. I think that was the one I was looking for, is the one that says The Takeover. We may have to play another one in the second half here. By second half, I mean sometime in the next hour or two or three. Anyway, guys, isn't Hammerlin awesome? Hammerlin's like freaking so cool. And he came out of this moment that we continue to evolve in. You know, when I tell you guys that yesterday's show, which was awesome, and the day before, which is awesome, every show, though, I come out to try to destroy the show before it and put on an even better show for you. And that gets us to creating new content. Now, I got something I'm working on I still didn't get to because I was watching that with you. I was laughing with you. You probably could tell. But I do want to play you something here that I don't think we got to the other day. Obviously, we're not able to play the 34th episode of the Donald Trump Show because, let's be honest, TED Talk blows. They're like, oh, you can't play any of our content. I'm like, well, how about I give you a neck chop? How about that? Oh, okay, you want to block my show? A neck chop. There we go. We're even. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't see the fine print. The fine print says you could block my show when I get the neck chop you. I don't know if you've ever been neck chopped. It friggin' kills. I'm looking forward to the neck chop. Go ahead, Zanzer. Go ahead. I'll be over tomorrow with Nikki. You gonna try to stop? Okay. We'll see. You would think so? Okay. I'm gonna bring a couple of other guys and a few wrenches. Okay? I'm not even talking about mods. I'm talking about a friggin' wrench. The big ones for the 18-wheeler. You know the one where you need that has to go the XL so you can fit some stupid person's head in there and squeeze it? That's the one I'm going to bring over. Take out your kneecaps or something, like Cuomover. My friends. So I wanted to see. Let's play something silly here. How about this? Just to start us off on a little foot here. Different stuff every night.
So, Patsy, give me an update. What's happening out there with Hurricane Laura?
Mr. President, the first responders did tremendous, and they saved the day.
Latest report from CNN was that there was some violence, but it was mostly peaceful. Just like the protests in Seattle, in Wisconsin, and in Portland, really. I saw a great meme today. It was a CNN reporter, And this was real. He's standing in front of like some massive fire in the streets, like a car just blew up or something. And he's standing there, and the byline is, there is a couple of explosions, but it's mostly peaceful protests. I just have to laugh. The left is just so desperate. We're going to win big league. We're not going to let them stop the Trump train. Sleeps over Joe, taking a nap on his Joey futon. He's a bumbling Biden, really.
You're right, Mr. President. He is a bumbling Biden.
Winning big league every day, for the rest of my days at least. Sleepy, sleep, sleep sofa. I like to sleep on my sleep sofa. And look, I'm writing a new song right now. It's called Sleepy Times with Sleep Sofa Joe.
I love it, Mr. President. Can you add a part about him being a sleep sofa?
It goes a little something like this. Sleep sofa, I like to put my head down on the sleep sofa. I'm working on it with a songwriting master. I don't know if you know the Real Talk program, but I'm going to write a masterpiece.
Now that sounds like a hit, Mr. President.
That's right. Sleepy sleeper sleeps. Anyway,
Mr. President, what if you rolled down?
A sleepy sleep sofa.
Yes, that's it.
We're going to work on it. Anyway, have a good night. I'll talk to you soon.
I love that Mike Pence vocal instructor. What? Come on. Is Daniel like Trump's singing voice? Sleepy sleep sofa. Beladia, did you hear my ode to sleep sofa? Check it out, it goes like this. He likes to put his head on the pillow. He never wakes up and says hello. He usually says, what is that yellow stain on the bed that I'm rolling in? And his wife Jo says, hey Joey poopy pants, don't look the other side, there's a brown one over there. Oh my goodness, another one. Ah. I was trying to say that there's a yellow stain over here. You know, sometimes the funniest things on the show are when I kind of can't hold it together. There's one or two where I gave you guys outtakes afterwards, and I'm going to play one that has an outtake. Well, let's see. This is when Trump all of a sudden had like all these books coming out. Like in 3 days, like 9 people are coming out with books against Donald Trump that he's evil. He's actually Hitler, who somehow reconstructive surgery and all has managed to stay alive. He's really 174 years old, and he's really Hitler. Yeah, okay. Well, this is one of the areas in Bolton. Remember John Bolton with that mustache and with his book? So here we go.
Hammerlin Jamison ripping the lid off of it. Donald Trump, he's giving us the scoop on 2 or 3 books coming out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming to join me on short notice. I wanted to let you know there are a couple of tell-all books coming out. First one's on my lovely wife, Melania. I'm not sure where this lady thinks she gets... Oh, she's for the Washington Post. There we go. That makes sense. It does. I mean, look, election year, we're going to have a book come out like 4 months before the election. And it's going to be a tell-all about your wife and about how she doesn't like you. And you sleep in different beds. Of course we sleep in different beds. She snores. She's a snorer. Look, I'm sorry. Donald J. Trump needs his beauty sleep. And if you had a snorer from Slovenia in the bed next to you, I think you would also want to have your own gold bedroom with a gold mattress and a gold pillowcase. So anyway, the other one is a tell-all book from my niece, of all people. You think there'd be some family loyalty, but no, it's an election year. She can make some money. Look, she's not a billionaire like Donald. So she's taking her shot. I get it. The other one is Bolton. I gotta tell you, Bolton, he's not like Michael Bolton at all. He has no charisma. No charisma like Michael Bolton. I'm just saying, he's not charismatic at all. He probably takes a crap very awkward as well. Like maybe he's like leaning. Yeah, you know, to stabilize. I don't know. Look, it's all BS, fake news, just letting you know.
I couldn't do it, watch.
I'm just saying, he's not charismatic at all. He probably takes a crap really awkward. Like maybe he's like leaning against.
Oh man, I can't stop that. I can't stop laughing when I start thinking about stuff like that. I'm thinking about this freaking Bolton guy leaning against the wall while he's pooping. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Tom, I'm sorry. I can't help it. I can't help it. Sometimes this stuff is so stupid. I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? I have to laugh at myself because I'm such an idiot. And if I don't laugh, I am going to go insane in this world. And honestly, I don't laugh at much. So if I have to laugh at myself in order to find happiness, I'm going to do it. I'm laughing at clean comedy. Like, it's the takeaway. I take myself out of it. I'm just looking and laughing at something. I'm just like, holy cow, leaning. I can't. Oh, that moment was ridiculous. I want to play you guys something that I really thought was funny. So right after the whole George Floyd thing went down with, again, I don't know what anybody's impressions are, but the guy who did that was a horrible man. Nobody said anything different. So the race war was contrived for getting Trump out, which they were successful. Mail-in voting, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, check this out. When the word came down that they want to defund the police, I had a better idea because I started thinking to myself, wait a second, if you defund the police, isn't that like going back to the Wild West when everybody was walking around with a side piece and they're like, I'll meet you in the street noon tomorrow. Better bring them guts if you ain't yellow. And you're like, okay, I'm coming down there with my guns. And you go down there, someone walks away. You know, that's basically what they're talking about going back to, right? And so I'm thinking to myself, I think the reason why we have law enforcement is because of that. So you want to get rid of it and go back to the reason why they were like, hey, look, we're having a problem with these people going in the streets at noon and shooting themselves. They're meeting at high noon every day. You see that? Phil, yesterday, poor Phil. He was just down there store the other day. He happened to grab the last bag of grain from old Tom Willis. Yeah, Tom Willis put his hand on it right after. And, even though old little guy was like, yeah, no, I'll let you have it, he thought he was being cross with him. High noon. Killed him. We should start something. This is like a group of people to just kind of watch out for things, make sure that doesn't happen. Let's call it law enforcement. So 100 years later, 150 years later, 140 years later, they're like, oh, let's get rid of it. So I had a better idea. Let's just do this.
Hammer and Jameson in the studio, ripping the lid off. Donald J. Trump putting together an elite task force of special operatives.
Thank you. Please take a seat. Thank you so much. I'm here to talk about police reform. Of course, it's the hot topic subject out there, besides the race war, of course. But I thought what we should do is reform the police departments. And we're hiring some heavy hitters to help us on the streets. A couple that you may not know about. As you've heard of Cobra, no doubt. Sylvester Stallone. He'll be coming out of retirement to play Cobra in the United States Police Force. We need to have all kinds of superheroes that are great police, like Dean Cain. Thinking about calling Dean Cain. He played Superman once as well. And also Steven Seagal will be coming out of retirement, taking his ponytail out and pushing people and flipping them over with his Steven Seagalness. And look, I'm thinking about also calling in Chuck Norris because, as you know, he was Walker, Texas Ranger. If we could use Walker, Texas Ranger to maybe help us save the police departments. So we're thinking maybe, I know we had a problem, but I'm thinking about calling up Arnold Schwarzenegger, kindergarten cop. That's right. He is a very, very gentle police officer. Also, we're hiring Peter Weller. That's right, RoboCop. We figure maybe we could get RoboCop out there to start fielding some criminal activity. He doesn't see color. RoboCop does not see color, he sees crime. So I'm thinking about bringing RoboCop on and making lots of RoboCops. Look, it's 2020. Why don't we have RoboCop 2020? Peter Weller edition. I already called him. I already called Peter Weller.
You called Weller?
Yeah, that's right. RoboCop. No racism here. It's RoboCop. He sees crime.
He sees crime. Don't forget that RoboCop sees crime. He doesn't see color. All right? I loved that bit. All these things happen in real time, guys. I never wrote a thing for this show. Everything was in the moment to improvise it, just like we do when I'm talking to the friggin' wall over here with Melania. Look, if you can't get Melania to vote, I don't know what the frig to tell you. Okay? All right. Now, what is this? I get all this other crazy stuff here. I'm going to play you something here, though, because I need to run upstairs and get Max a walk and finish off this bit for you. So, let me figure out what I want to play for you. Something that's got a little length, but also you're going to cry with laughter. I'm considering a Trump show, of course. However, you guys want to get down to a little California love? I think that's just like so much fun. It's funny, but it's also hilarious. It is California love. Do you know what I mean? Like, California love. In the city of Long Beach. I said the city of the mother today. Said the city. I said the potato. The other thing I think I could do, because this wouldn't get me a copyright strike, is let me type something else in here. Old Hammerlin. Yeah, no, he's a pooper. Did you hear about that? Yeah, he pooped his pants. It happens. The Fall of Hammerlin Jameson. Is that the one? 3 weeks ago. No. The Time I Broke Character Twice. Wouldn't that be fun to watch when I broke character twice, guys? Let's do that. This has 89 views in the history of time. If you guys want to change that, that'd be pretty cool. 89 views. And this will give me an opportunity to go and check on the dough.
I was asleep before.
Hold on.
Now I'm
Look,
awake.
You out. There we go. Check this out. Here we go.
Old Hammer Jim's falling into a super again.
This is the one.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. I'm starting to fall backwards. That's not a good thing. Hold on a second. I'm trying to grab myself and gravity is taking you. I'm grabbing the microphone. I'm going to come back. Oh, saved by the bell. Zach Voorhees. Zach, where are you? I need your help. I'm starting to fall asleep on camera again. Can you call Kelly Kapowski? Give her a call. Where's AC Slater when you need him? Oh, Hammer Jam! I was rapping the lid off the fake news. Oh my God. Look, my name is Hammerlin Jameson, 1992. Worked for NBC. I was the anchor. They cut the commercial, came back. They said, Hammerlin, back in 3, 2, 1. When they came back, I was asleep on the microphone like so. And they, when they said hammer, and they snapped, you know, like when you have at the beginning of a film a scene, when they're like, action. It was one of those snaps like that. And I jumped and I fell directly into a pile of chili beans and soft tacos. But when I fell in, I hit directly into the pineapple spread. That kind of goes along with it. When I came up, I had a pineapple, one of those big circle pineapples on the side of my face. And I somehow had stuffed an entire soft taco into my nostril. And when I got up, and I still did the broadcast. I don't know how and when, because I saw it once in a stupor. Anyway, finished up the broadcast. They said, Old Hammer, we need to see you in the office tomorrow. I'll be here at 10:30. I showed up at 4:15. I'm sorry. I was smashed. I was kind of blacked out the day before. I don't know if you remembered. Fell onto a pineapple spread. Side of the face. Soft taco in the nostril. Yeah. I wasn't going to get there at 10:30. Sorry, Charlie. I didn't wake up until 4:07. I just jumped up and came over here. Can't you see the pineapple still on my face right now? Look, Old Hammer didn't get a chance to eat any breakfast today. Kind of still working off that Jameson. I got a problem with it. I got a problem with the old Jameson. It's a family thing. My sister's cousins, uncles, sisters, mothers, aunts, cousins, fathers, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, family members. All of them, all own the Jameson. And I'm kind of there. So I support the family. They gave me a keg on my 18th birthday. Bad move. Old Hammer drank it in one sitting. I didn't know. You're supposed to drink it and, take your time. I said, Jameson's my family. Drinking in about 3 hours and 15 minutes. Didn't wake up until the following Thursday. My cousin came by and tried to wake me up, and I wasn't really aware of anything except for the fact that I couldn't breathe. And it tasted like salt. I don't even know what the hell that was. But Old Hammer Jam doesn't have much of a memory back from that time. Killed a bunch of brain cells from drinking that keg. Anyhow, I want to go through the list here. I'm proud and happy to have a job here at the Real Talk program because Mark gave me a chance. Mark said, you know what, let's give this guy a shot. Just because we had a couple of shots, Look, the problem, guys, is I drank 4 bottles right before I came on the air right now. I told Mark I wouldn't do it. I told him I was going to take it after the finish. That I would get this spread going, I'd do my thing here on the program, and then afterwards I could drink my 7 bottles. So I'm 4 into the 7, I got 3 left, they're sitting over there. I'm starting to fall deeper and deeper into the abyss. So if I fall asleep, and I crack my head directly on the microphone, please don't call 911. Mark should be down any moment from getting his coffee. Hold on a second. I'm very uncomfortable when I just get comfy here. It's a little better. So anyway, look, Old Hammer really appreciates. I'm just going to take a nap. Just for about 3 seconds. Then look, I'm back into it. I'm dropping the hammer, ripping the lid off the fake news. Old Hammer Jam. Look. Definitely not. I keep saying this to you. I keep telling you. I keep saying it to them. That I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm starting to lose the ability to hold my arms up. What happened? I can't move my arms anymore. Wow. I'm going to try. I'm moving them. Hold the hammer. You're going to drop the hammer. You gotta drop the hammer! You gotta drop the hammer! Oh, God, I can't do it anymore! Oh, my goodness, I'm out of my mind! Oh, I had to bring character. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it anymore.
Oh, guys. Sharon Alvarado, how are you? Virgo, how are you? E-Rock in the house, how are you? Old Bob Wilson, we're getting down here on the Real Talk program. All right, old Hammer Jam. Holy cow, I couldn't hold that together anymore. MP in the house again. Appreciate you, MP. Hold on a second. Yeah, MP is one of our... Look, guys, you see you become a part of the family member. I'm going to get a hammer. I'm going to get a hammer for everybody tomorrow. In fact, check this out. This is going to be what you're going to get. You see this guy over here? That's the Hammer Time logo. You're going to get that as a emoji if you join the program. You get to put your own emojis, the Donald Trump emojis, and you're going to get that as well, the Hammer Time. That's what I should have had on. Why didn't that go while I was doing Hammer Jam? Gosh almighty, you gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding me. I can't keep my mustache on correctly. Oh, the Hammer Jam back for round 2! It's Hammer and Jameson! And it's Hammer Time! That's right. Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news. That's right, it's Hammer Time. Hello, Ham Jam Bam. Thank you, man. That's right, people. Look, check me out every single night on Hammer Time. That's right. It's Hammer Jam! He's back again. Look, I'm sorry. Just had to come back quickly to rip the lid off the fake news. You have to see it here. Ripping the lid off the fake news. Whenever old Hammer Jam comes on, there's a chance his mustache isn't going to be on correctly. There's a chance he's going to be sitting here and he's going to fall again into the microphone and have a problem with his teeth. Gonna have to go to the orthodontist afterwards to get a replacement. Because sometimes these microphones they make them out of stone. And they put holes in the stone because they're going to last for a long time. And there's acoustics. Something to do with acoustics. And if you hit your face on stone, I don't know if you guys have ever figured that out. Not a good thing. Old Hammer Jam. Look, old Hammer Jam tomorrow will be back with more stories about Pelosi, about President G-Hole, and of course about Schumer, who we think could be the devil or the devil's right-hand man. Not really sure. We're trying to figure it out right now. But they're all kind of evil, if you think about it. No redeeming qualities whatsoever. Old Hammer Jam drunk is much more interesting than Pelosi drunk, right? I mean, she weighs 33 pounds, and I think she may be Medusa. If you look at her, you turn to stone. Nobody wants to be in her perimeter vicinity. I've heard if you eat her baked goods, you will die. That's right, because she's poisoned. Everything she touches turns to poison. She's poisoned. So don't go near Nancy Pelosi. Don't shake her hand. And most definitely, don't have a one-on-one drink with her and turn your back. She'll pull the old Princess Bride on you. And you'll turn back and she'll be, you pick the drink. And you'll say, what? And then she'll turn to you and say, never match with the Sicilian when death is on the line. And you'll be like, are you serious? Old Hammer Jam. Old Hammer Jam has been Princess Bride at about 4 times. Wasn't by Pelosi, though. It was by other people. They're like, oh, Hammer, let's have a drink. I'm like, sure, let's have a drink. I love drinking. Is it Jameson? They're like, yes, and bring the bottle. Who brings a friggin' drink? A drink to me means 1 bottle. Okay? If you're going to offer Hammerlin a drink, I expect you to bring the frickin' entire bottle. Okay? I want to see it, and then I want to see nothing in it. That's it. The rest of it's in the bottom of this guy's, the contents are in this guy's belly. All right. Afterwards, when I walk down the street, when I burp, I want to smell Jameson. I want to hear Jameson when I walk. I want to hear Jameson. Jameson. That's the Jameson smashing around on the inside of my stomach. Old Hammer Jim's falling into a stupor again. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. I'm starting to fall backwards. That's not a good thing. Hold on a second. I'm trying to grab myself and gravity is taking. I'm grabbing the microphone. I'm going to come back.
Oh, saved by the bell. Zach Voorhees. Zach, where are you? I need your help. I'm starting to fall asleep on camera again. Can you call Kelly Kapowski? Give her a call. Where's AC Slater when you need him? Oh, Hammer Jam! Let's rip the lid off the fake news. Oh my God! All right, look, I think I'm losing feeling again on my face. Obviously, go crazy. Are you kidding me? I can't. I'm Hammer. What happened? What happened to your mustache, Hammer? What are you kidding me? I'm breaking character twice tonight. I can't believe this. Oh my goodness. I can't. I'm looking at my super face. I can't believe it. Oh. Holy cow, guys. Oh my God. I'm looking at that stupid face. Falling back. What? Oh, I love improvisation, but you gotta keep it together, buddy. You gotta keep it together. You can't fall apart like that. Who are you, Jimmy Fallon? Well, he did get his own freaking talk show. He's on every night. What do you do? Maybe you should do that more often. Break character more often. How about that, huh? Hey, I got a good idea, Kato. Hey, Kato, why didn't this guy go out there? Hold on, we got the Facce.
I tell you, I'm worried about in the 2020 elections. It's that Dick Facce. Have you heard about him? He's gonna be fantastic. Yep, bingo. You told me about him, didn't you? I have to thank you.
If Michelle's not running, I'm voting for Dick Facce.
It's the Dick Facce Show. We made it. We made it through. Trinity, the Dick Facce Show. Isn't it awesome? We haven't really done a Facce. You know what? Let me see. I think I may have because I have this option of checking. So that only had 89 views, guys. 89 views. Can you believe that? I can. Thank you, YouTube. Dick Facce. Let's see what comes up. Uh-oh. Hammerlin Jameson and Dick Facce. Real Talk original character overview. Let's see it. This has 114 views currently in the world. 7 billion people in the world. 114 of them have seen this right here. I'm going to give you guys the clip. This is what we are watching. I'm popping it on for you right now. Old Hammer Jim's Old Hammer Jab, he's crazy.
After 70 years of leather bifolds, it was time someone made a better wallet, so we did.
Cool. What the hell am I talking about? This is what we do here, people. Tyler, how are you? Archives, how are you? Look, it's Hammerlin Jameson. We're dropping the hammer and ripping the lid off the fake news. That's right, people. I've got a story for you. Hold on a second. Old Hammerlin was going to tell you a couple stories, but I can't find my mustache at the moment. But let me see if I can while I play you the music to the show here. It's Hammerlin Jameson. That's right. And it's hammer time. Oh, yeah. That's right. Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news. That's right. It's hammer time. A little ham, jam, bam. Thank you, man. That's right, people. Look, check me out every single night on Hammer Time. That's right. It's Hammerlin Jameson. And I'm here to drop the hammer and rip the lid off the fake news. And tonight I've got some stories for you. But unfortunately, there was a wild accident with a mongoose in the backyard, ripped off my mustache. So we're in the process of putting that back on at the moment, people. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Just avert your eyes. You have to avert your eyes from the old hammer jam. Gonna tell you a quick story. I was a 17-year-old, and my grandfather calls me in the room. He says, "Hey, old hammer, take a seat over here. This is a bottle of Jameson." I said, "What the hell's that?" He said, "Just take a seat, stupid." I sat down, old granddad and grandpa. He says, "Grab 2 fists full." I said, "What the hell is that?" He said, "Just put the bottle in your mouth, dummy." I started swinging it down. Tasted like rubbing alcohol, really. He said, "This is the best stuff this side of the Mississippi." Didn't really quite, wasn't really sure what that meant. But bottom line, people, led me on the way to a serious alcohol issue with Jameson. And now I'm kind of losing big league with the Jameson problem. Just avert your gaze for a second, people. It's Hammerlin Jameson! We're here to drop the hammer and rip the lid off the fake news! That's right, everybody. Look, I've been live with you on the Real Talk program for the last 74 days. That's because that's how many days I've been back on the wagon. That's right, I'm drinking again. It's been my favorite pastime for the last 76 years, and now I'm finally bringing it back into the public eye. It was 96. I was working for NBC at the time, and I had a bit of a problem drinking my Jameson, and they came to me in between spots. They said, "Old Hammer Jam, what do you think of that?" I was like this on the microphone. And they said, "Old Hammer Jam, what are you doing?" I wasn't really sure. I had Taco Bell in front of me. I was eating a Mexican pizza. I wasn't unsure what to do at the time. So they kind of gave me the old axaroo. Old Hammer Jam had a problem finding a job after that, so I really tucked myself into the bottom of the Jameson bottle. For about 16 years, now we're here, and I got Real Talk. And Mark's like, "Hey, you can come on the show. You can come on and do a show. You can do your Hammer Jam special. Coming out and drop the hammer and rip the lid off the fake news." So, look, I've been here since, just trying to recreate a career that died way too early because of a Jameson addiction. And, look, bottom line, I promise I won't fall asleep again on camera like Joe Biden. But you do know he doesn't have a mind, right? He can't speak without a teleprompter. Everything the guy does is crazy. Look at this way, that way. He's like, "Look, my Aunt Judy." "Yeah, I know your Aunt Judy. She's there at every freaking rally. She's the only person. Did you know? Nobody even goes to see this guy." I'm looking around, like, where's everybody? I don't know. He's got his wife, Jill, and he calls Joe, and then he's got his sister, and what he's got is like, I mean, seriously, what's going on over there? Does anybody even like this guy? I see some signs outside of my yards, but what the hell's going on? Not my yard personally, but like right around property for I'm like, what the hell are you doing? You're really going to vote for a sleep sofa? Bottom line, old Hammerlin, there's no way he's voting for a sleep sofa. No way I'm voting for a sleep sofa. I'm gonna have to reserve my vote for somebody who wasn't a politician for 47 years and accomplished nothing for 7. I mean, seriously, look, talk about mediocre. How about absolutely ridiculously horrible for some 47 years? And now he calls himself Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden. He says, "I'm gonna beat Joe Biden." I'd love to play you a face swap. We're gonna get into it at some point because I have the Donald Trump show, 25 episodes that'll blow your mind. Blow your freaking mind. And Hammerlin was drinking like a crazy man at the time. You should see my introductions on each of the Donald Trump shows and blow your freaking mind. Look, Hammer Jam's got to get going now. There's hammers to be dropped and lids to be ripped off. That's right, I'm ripping a lot of the fake news after this next heart attack. I'll see you guys on the next Real Talk. Hammerlin Jameson. And it's hammer time. That's right. Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news. That's right, it's hammer time. A little ham, jam, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's right, people. Look, check me out every single night on hammer time. That's right, people. I guess that's it for old Hammer Jam. What are we doing over there, Hammer? We're going to do a little, what happened over there? Holy cow, what is that going on over there? What is that? Wow, did you guys see that? Did Hammerland come over and take over the show for a little bit?
What was that all about? He takes over my show all the time. I can't stand it. I was going to get a coffee, and old Hammer Jam takes over the program. I mean, what's that all about, guys? And look, Hammer Jam, he's got a problem. I feel bad for him, really. I mean, right, Sig? We feel really bad for him. Glynis feels really, really bad for old Hammer. Guys, so I have 2 original characters I've created. That's one of them. The other one, the guy's name is Dick Face. 2 C's. Look, he's basically Angel Dice Clay, except he doesn't have a filthy mouth. Look, I might as well show you everything we got. What the frick, right? Hey, check it out. Hold on a second. You guys ready for Foch?
Back on for a moment.
I love you all. I'm so glad you're here.
Do it right.
It's a clip from a while back.
Oh, hey, look at this. Boogaloo.
Coming.
Oh, hold on a second. We're not even finished. We're like halfway there. We're like halfway there. Where's the other friggin' hair? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, how you doing? Okay. Oh, he showed that. What do you got this? Here's the alter ego right here. You gotta be friggin' good at me. You gotta be kidding me, huh? Okay, let's get into this. This is Dick Face.
I tell you, I'm worried about in the 2020 elections. It's that Dick Face. Have you heard about him? He's gonna be fantastic. Yep, bingo. You told me about him, didn't you? I have to thank you.
If Michelle's not running, I'm voting for Dick Face.
It's the Dick Face Show. Dick Face's been live every day since his mother kicked him out of the womb. Join Dick as he shares his path to the 2020 elections, when he will be the next president of the United States of America. It's Dick Face! And it's pretty good. You're doing pretty good there, Kato. Not bad. I'm gonna get you I'll give you an upgrade. You could get off the couch and sleep downstairs in the basement. Oh, hi everybody. My name is Dick Face. I've been live every day since my mother kicked me out of the womb. How dare she? How dare she kick Face out of the womb? I was in there tying my shoes. I was in there reading a book. I'm getting through the last chapter of Moby Dick. He kicked me out of the womb. I can't even find the librarian that she had in a womb. They got no Dewey Decimal System in my mother's womb. I asked her one day, I said, look, where did that librarian go? She goes, what are you talking about, Dick? I said, the librarian in your womb. I went in there, said, I need that hard leather copy of Moby Dick. And he comes back with it. I can't find that specific edition no matter where I looked. I went to D.C., I went to Texas. No matter where I go, you're not gonna find that edition of Moby Dick. My favorite part, I also had a game of Jenga going when she kicked me out of the womb. All these things, right? So Christmas, Easter comes, she brings over like a turkey to friggin' ham or something, right? And she gets out of the car. I'm like, what are you doing, Ma? What do you friggin' do? And she's like, oh, Dick, I came over for dinner. We came over because, we came over, Dick, because it's Christmas. And it's snowing, and we wanted to spend it with the grandkids. Oh, yeah? Well, you kicked me out of the womb. How dare you? How dare you kick Dick Face out of the womb? How about I give you something, Ma? An elbow in the fudge. That's exactly what you're gonna get. Give me that turkey. Give me that ham. Get on the road, Ma. Enjoy that snowstorm. One final story. I'm gonna tell you about the demise of Dick Face. 1992, Barcelona. I'm a commentator for an NBC. During the Olympics, no less. I'm out there and the people running by. They're like, hey, Foch, you're the greatest. I'm like, yeah, I know. And they're like, yo, go into Barcelona town. Enjoy yourself. So I'm walking down the friggin' street, right? And this lady behind me, she starts going, yippity, yippity, yap, yap. Oh, I'm like, excuse me, are you talking to Vache? She goes, yip, yap, yippity, you. I said, look, don't you know you need a permit to talk to Vache? You can't talk to me without stopping at the embassy first. Can I talk to Vache? No. You can't do it. I'm sorry. So this out. Look, I don't speak Barcelonian, okay? I don't speak Barcelonian. It winds up she was asking where the supermarket was, but what the frig? Vache doesn't speak Barcelonian. Last thing, I told you about Cato. I'm down in Brazil, right? I'm down there getting some of them Brazil nuts. I was like, I got a case of them Brazil nuts. I took them home, right? As I'm walking, I see this guy. He's fighting 16 people at once, punching. He took someone out with a knee. You ever seen Liu Kang from Street Fighter? This guy was like Liu Kang, flew through the air like a squirrel. He's kneeing people in the chin, teeth flying everywhere. Fache's first move, I gotta get the hell out of here, start running. I'm like, whoa, hold on a second, Fach. You could use this guy. Maybe you could throw him on your couch, have him be a sound guy. Feed him freaking Brazil nuts, you know, that type of thing. So, hey, Cato, remember that time when... Yeah, that's right. They gave you the bushel of Brazil nuts. That's right. Well, you want to tell the story? That's right. It's my show. Shut your can over there. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. It's Cato. Sometimes I gotta put him in his place. Sometimes I just go like this to Cato. I'm like, hey, Cato, how dare you? How dare you? And he gets it. That's it, guys. That's Foch for you.
Freaking Foch.
He's out of his mind, isn't he?
Totally.
Woo!
Totally.
I'm going back to the main screen there. Oh, the old Foch.
Elbow in the Foch. Holy cow, guys. I'm playing you something else. Because what that what it led to is a new character. Hold on a second. Wait, this may be bringing us somewhere. I don't want to go there. This led us to a new character, like a third character, which is Too Much Respect guy. I don't need to play you that one. I could do that one right now. So I just want to go over a few things. I got my table, right? I'm in the Bronx. I'm there every day. You know this. You know. Every day that Gino's at his table, right? You know. You can't stop by him. Pay respect. Wait a second. You're in Nebraska, right? Your only form of transportation is your bicycle outside. There's a gale force storm coming through tomorrow. You can't go through the gale force storm in said bicycle? And come and pay respect? Look, I'm just trying to figure you out. Hold on a minute. You're in South Africa, right? You're there on like a 2-week vacation, right? Just for a short term. The only way you could come to my table is if you cut your trip short, you put yourself on a plane, and come and pay respect. You're not gonna do that? How dare you? Hold on a minute, okay? You're one of the first in history to go to Mars. You're standing on the red planet. You're there right now. You got your headphones on. You're talking to NASA. You can't get on the rover, get back on the rocket ship, Elon Musk style, back to the USA
pay your respect. How dare you? How dare you? Hold on a minute. You just entered a different dimension. You can't see anybody here. The only way you could come back is if you scientifically figure it out and make the proper algorithmic changes in time, space, and matter. You're not willing to do that and pay respect? How dare you?
One of my favorites is I was like,
there's no power. A CME came, put us all in the dinosaur era. Your only option is to climb to the tallest mountain and scream to pay your respect. You're not gonna travel to said mountain and scream to pay your respect? How dare you?
So this guy is just out of his freaking mind. Every day I got a new one of these stupid, crazy things from whatever his name is. I don't know. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you. Subscribe, dingy the bell. I'm here every single day forever. This is day 693 in a row. We are 7 days away from the 700th day in a row of this show. So stick around, guys. We're hitting 1,000 in a row, and that's just the beginning. So 700 is only 7 days away. So join us for this journey. It's a life journey for me in order to bring us together as a world. We need it. We need to somehow start to come together, and politics isn't doing it. But the only way I was able to kind of express myself this year through this craziness was to create stuff like this. This was the way we should have taken down Sleep Sofa Joe. Unfortunately, only a couple hundred people saw this. It's a sad thing. I'll find the link for you while this is playing. This is episode 25 of the Donald Trump Show. And just so you know, you may like Robert De Niro. I used to think he was okay until he was so vocal about the sitting president of the United States. So now the bottom line is he got a sledgehammer right in the middle of his squinty face. I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. You got a president, duly sworn in, president of the United States of America. And you're some squiggly-biggly actor, and you think that your opinion frickin' matters? Why don't you squint your friggin' face and you could tell us how you feel when you analyze that? How about you analyze this? The bug, elbow in the fudge. He gets one. Trust me. Check this out. Episode 25 of The Donald Trump Show is entitled Gaslighting of an American Election. Appropriate, I would say. It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with the final episode of the Donald Trump Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me on the final episode of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. We're wrapping it up. People don't like all of the episodes on the Sleep Sofa. Look, let's be honest, he's such a bad candidate that they have to try to distract you with all kinds of fake news. Like the newest, did you see? We destroyed them with our RNC. Their numbers start going belly up. So now they're trying to spin the narrative. So wait, let me get this straight. The Trump supporters are the ones who are rioting in the streets? Why don't we take a look a little closer and see what's really going on?
I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
Sleep Sofa, you just failed the test.
My physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness. My mental fitness.
Wow, tongue-tied, bumbling Biden. Welcome to the show.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
There she is, Nancy Pelosi. Oh, how is that hairdo? No mask, huh? Oh, but no one's above the law. But you, huh, Nancy Pelosi? Look, let's get the gaslighting going. Here we go.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
When did Glenn Beck turn into such a chooch? I know, it's not really him, but that squarehead sure looks like him.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Wait a minute, but didn't you say the Trumpers were the ones out on the streets? Who's lying now? Oliver and Cox?
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Well, it's called the First Amendment of the United States, Chris Cuomover. You should probably read it sometime.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
Wow, super classy. You should do something about that face. You've got RBF. Resting bee face. That's right.
When they go low, we kick them.
See, behind closed doors, it's not when they go low, we go high. It's when they go low, we kick them. They've been kicking the hell out of the Trumper since I came down the escalator, really.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
I mean, news reporters threatening violence. Guys, are you paying attention?
Biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized to the right.
Now, this one's hilarious. Don Lemonhead. Are you kidding me? All of the rioting on the streets is your left-wing Antifa scumbags. Let's think about this logically. For the last 90 days, the press has been saying, oh, peaceful protests. They wouldn't have done that if it was for Trumper.
Thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers.
Look, there's a gaslight right there. I never said all Mexicans were rapists and murderers. Just that they're sending a lot of them. Guess what, though? Sleepy said very similar things in 2006.
I'd like to punch him in the face.
Robert De Niro, the most overrated actor in the 20th century. I mean, look, I get it. The one character you played in Raging Bull. And you think, like, you could continue the same guy? Look, you're terrible in everything else. The same character over and over and over. Let's squint our eyes and talk the same. So I'm not really putting too much stock in Bobby De Niro.
I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
You see that? Sleeps Over Joe is the one who's behind all of the gaslighting. Sleeps Over, bumbling Biden. He wants to fight me behind the school. Look, let's go, Sleepy.
Very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
I just had to watch that again. Oh my goodness, he's such a marble-mouthed, muffin-headed bumbler. Sleeping on his sleep sofa, a little Joey futon.
Punch some people in the face!
I think that werewolf made Winona Ryder pee her pants. That's what it looked like there. Let's watch that again.
Punch some people in the face!
Yep, I think so. And also Matthew Modine. Looks like he's cast for the part of Val Kilmer.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
Well, ancient history would tell us that it was John Wilkes Booth. He shot my favorite president of all time, Abraham Lincoln. And of course, he was the first Republican, but most people don't know that. But I have to say, Johnny Depp, I used to like you when you played Jack Sparrow. Who knew you'd turn into a real-life scumbag pirate? Do you have scurvy?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Now, that's the first time I've ever heard that. Pensy, do we have this guy's information?
Yes, Mr. President. We have the location on one beaker from Sesame Street.
Where is John Wilkes Booth when you need him?
Very clever. I see your husband is the ghost of Christmas past, so you got that going for you.
This way. That's it right there. Pull it up.
Remember this one? Somehow I still look better than Kathy.
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Do you remember this when Madonna stood outside the White House right after I won? You guys have been doing this since day one.
A Missouri state senator is under investigation by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated.
What the frig is wrong with this country?
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
This Maxine Waters, she's one of the worst of them all.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
This is when it got bad. Maxine Waters standing there, lighting the fire, telling, oh, get in people's faces. Do you remember when that started happening? People having dinner and being yelled at of restaurants? Yeah, that was all them. But oh, no, let's blame Trump somehow.
And sadly, the domestic enemies to our voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Are you kidding me? This is poison right here, right? She poisons everything. I offered $10 billion to the Postal Service, and she said no. They're the ones who are destroying America. The Democrat socialism is just communism, really. Talk to anybody who's dealt with people who are like, hey, socialism, and then 5 years later, it's a communist country. It's going to happen here under Sleeps Over Joe.
They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day.
For the record, this is the vice presidential candidate for the Democrat Party.
And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels, that this isn't, they're not going to let up, and they should not.
They're not going to let up, and they should not. So wait, if they're your people, and they shouldn't and will not, how did they become my people?
If you think we're rallying now, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Look, I think I've made my point. That the people on the left are crap, really. And all they've done since the beginning of 16 is try to derail my presidency. And they're trying extra hard right now. And it's all because of this.
I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness, my mental fitness, my mental fitness.
Look, I can't help it that you chose a sleep sofa as your candidate. But that doesn't mean you could gaslight for the last 4 years, and that when your poll numbers are starting to drop, you just spin it and say, oh no, it's all Trump. The public can see through your lies. Look, this has been quite an experience having my own talk show, the Donald Trump Show. But every good thing comes to an end, so I guess this is it. Maybe we'll see you sometime in the future. It's Donald Trump signing off.
Oh, you guys are awesome. We're going to play one more because I'm working on a clip for you guys for the day. I have one I'm working on right now, and it's going to be, I don't know. Every day I do one, I'm not really sure, but it's in the middle. I'm almost done with it. So I'll play you one more here that I like, that I think is very funny, that I hope comes to fruition. And it is basically, well, I always have, like, I'm like watching, I keep seeing different numbers. I'm like, ooh, but that one, ooh, but this one. How about we do episode 19? Hunter Biden's episode. This is called Biden Behind Bars. Has anybody seen Hunter anywhere? Are we never going to see him again until there's an inauguration, and then he'll be there that day, cracked out of his mind? Unless they got rid of him already, I'm not really sure. So here we go. Check this out. You know what? We have to show some range here, okay? Episode 22 of the Donald Trump Show was the 600th day in a row of my show, which was 93 days ago. Guys, we are 7 days away from me creating something like this, just so you know. Every 100 days, I do this.
It's Hammerland's Stevenson with episode 22 of the Donald Trump Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me to speak at the 600th episode of the MARKPIRES Real Talk Show. It's been quite a journey. I have to say, he's done a lot of face swaps. He's done a lot of different shows about the Trumper. But on top of that, he's got some episodes of the Trump Show that are pretty good. Making fun of Poison, Sleeps Over Joe. You know, we're calling him Joey Futon now as well. He's a futon. You can get futons or sleepsovers when you stop by Sleeps Over Joe's warehouse. Comes in 7 fabrics and sizes. The Senator, it's a lumpy mess. Just like the sleepsover, really. Look, I've got a few people that want to say happy 600th day to Mark, so let's get into it and see who we got.
Number 2, it's been 600 days, and he's still alive.
No matter what we try, Dr. Evil, he keeps broadcasting.
But Dr. Evil, he did not follow our projections. Silence. Enough of this insolence. Everybody gather around. Look, I've got a plan. If we can just... Wait, no, hold on. Where are you taking me? Wait, let me go back because I'm trying to share my plan with them. Okay, let's send in the murder hornets.
Are you kidding me, Dr. Evil called? Look, I'm kind of pissed at Dr. Evil right now. Pocket dialed me last time, and I think he's working with Fauci and Bill Gates. That's right, Evil Gates. Anyway, that's another story. What else we got?
Yeah, I got one for you. It's MARKPIRES 600th day in a row. And I called Artie to see if he wants to say anything. Hey, Artie.
Yeah, I'll say hi.
600 days. That's freaking crazy. Congratulations.
You know, I don't know about you, but I miss that tag team duo. Seriously, Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang? That's a match made in heaven. I'm wondering if God had that plan. Look, if we put these two together, they're going to make magic happen. Anyway, what else we have?
Hi, Mark. It's Mark Zuckerberg. Look, congratulations on 600 shows, but I'm going to continue to block your show because I don't like your content. Maybe if you didn't talk about Donald Trump, I wouldn't suppress your program, but I zuck.
So wait, let me get this straight. So you censor the Real Talk program, and then you're going to call and say congratulations? Oh, congratulations, Mark, for broadcasting and me blocking you every single time. You're doing great at getting it nowhere. Anyway, what else we got?
My name is Chuck Schumer. I'm here to talk about Sleep Sofa Joe and MARKPIRES 600 days in a row. It's pretty impressive if it was not MARKPIRES. If it was a Joe Biden or a Democrat, I would really think it's great.
I gotta tell you, I almost hate this guy as much as Poison. All right, who's next?
I just wanted to wish MARKPIRES a happy 600 days. That's a lot of days in a row. And we've been working on the coronavirus vaccine for like 20 years now. So I know what he's going through. But it's quite an effort. And I'm hoping that he can get people to take our vaccine.
Look, we all know you're trying to vaccinate the world, Bill. And I just want to strap you down and give you the first dose.
Well, hi, Mark. It's Sleep Sofa Joe Biden. I know you've been calling me Joey Futon, but look, I plan on beating Donald Trump in November. The fact is, I got an earpiece in. They're telling me everything to say. And if I don't say it right, I got the teleprompter as a backup. My Aunt Judy told me I could be a heck of a president, Mark. So I'm counting on you for your vote. Gotta beat Donald Trump, and we need the Real Talk show.
Normally I'd be like, that's cool, but it sleeps over Joe, and I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't fall asleep, Mark, during his little speech there. But there's still time between now and November for Sleep Sofa Joe to fall asleep on his futon. That's right, Joey Futon. What do we got next?
Hey, Mark, it's Al Pacino. Just want to wish you happy 600.
Not many people cooler than Al Pacino. You know, I'd love to get a cappuccino with Al Pacino. Maybe a Dunkachino with Al Pacino. I don't know.
My name is Andrew Cuomo. I've been here doing this Real Talk program a few times now. It's 600 days. You know, I was on here last at 500 days. I said this guy's gonna go over. There's no way he's not doing under 1,000, okay? But look, COVID's serious. If you need some PPE, you can send them to New York, and I'll put them in the nursing homes. Look, I gotta go, but happy 600, Mark.
Freaking Cuomo, right? Unbelievable. How's your Cuomover doing? Andrew, I'm pretty sure Mark does not want to hear from Cuomo. But you have a really nice Cuomover, much better than mine.
Guys, what's up? Gary V. Look, 600 days in a row, MARKPIRES, Real Talk. I can't believe it. This guy's on fire. He's going to go all the way to maybe 15,000 days. And look, I just got to tell you, nobody else has got that. Nobody else is doing it. So crushing it. 600 days, crushing it. I think this guy's going to go until the sun burns out. I mean, I've never seen anything like this.
Those are some kind words for the Real Talk show from Gary V. Gary Vaynerchuk, I'm not sure. If you don't know Gary V, that you must not be on social media. He's a good guy. He's rising up. Anyway, 600 days in a row is a big deal, and Gary V believes it. What else we got? Anything else here?
Mark, I just heard the news. 600 days in a row. I can't believe it. Last time we talked, it was 500 days, and you just go. You're like the Energizer Bunny. Oh, no. I did. I told you back then at 500, put your head down. Just go, man. No one can stop the bright light within. 600 is nothing. Look, Mark, go until the stars burn out.
We actually found somebody cooler than Al Pacino. Christopher Walken's the man. Do you ever see him in Dead Zone? It touches things, and he can see the future. I wish Trump could do that for November. Find out who's going to win. Me or Sleep Sofa Joe. Look, remember, you can sleep on the sleep sofa all you want. You also may find some change in the cushions in the sleep sofa if you're looking around for some spare change. That's all Sleep Sofa Joe has is kind of like loose memories. And also he takes naps on his Joey futon. That's right. I'll see you guys on the next Donald Trump show, but 600 days of Real Talk. Looking forward to hitting 700, 800, all the way to 1,000. And then we go and put our foot on the gas. That's right, people. We're just getting started. It's going to take time, people, but we're going to win big league. Have a good night.
Going to win big league. Oh, my people, my friends, let's see. I'm going to... Let's see, I'm trying to figure something out here. I'm in the middle of finishing this up for you. Just trying to figure out how to add it in. Okay. We're almost there. I want to play you this new episode. So let's get a really cool thing that happened. Justin Trudeau called Donald Trump. Did you hear about this? Check this out. Here we go.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio. We head to a phone call between Justin Trudeau and Donald J. Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Trudeau.
My fellow Canadians, we are at a crucial point in a time with COVID-19. I will be taking a phone call with our neighbor to the south, Donald Trump, who believes that he can help us in our battle. And unfortunately, he has contracted COVID-19. So our hearts are out to him and all of those living in the United States. We, as Canadians, are completely in unison with our support to our neighbors from the south. So let's see what that phone call is about. Justin, It's Donald J. Trump. How are you?
Mr. President, it's a pleasure to speak with you again.
I hear you had a spike up in Canada, and we're very much concerned about you.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. We appreciate your concerns towards us, your neighbors to the north. How are you doing with the coronavirus?
Oh, no, I'm doing fine. Coronavirus. Nobody in America realizes that I'm the son of Jor-El.
Wait, you mean Superman's son?
That's right. My father came here from Krypton.
Mr. President, they're saying certain things about you, and I'm a little concerned hearing your descriptive nature on this phone call.
Gave birth to me, then I came, and I was living in a field for like 4 days until my uncle and my aunt came and found me.
Mr. President, that's the actual script to Superman.
I was asleep underneath like an old milk truck or something. And when they found me, they were like, oh, look, there's a baby underneath the milk truck. You know, go and get him under the milk truck. And I said, no, I'm okay. I spoke perfect English at like age 0. Put my finger on the truck, pushed it aside, and got up. I said, look, my name is Trump. You could call me Super Trump if you want, but really, my name is Kal-El.
Donald, I think you may need some help.
Look, you have to understand that I was made on a different planet. So I'm able to take on coronavirus without any sort of backlash, really. I'm pretty sure you were born here, right, Justin, in Canada?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not going to do you any good. Look, Justin, I just wanted you to know that we've got your back. All you gotta do is reach out, let the Trumper know, and I'll send you any supplies you need. You need any ventilators? You need any PPE?
I'll check with the health ministry to see if we need anything.
Look, just don't ask Andrew Cuomover for anything, because he's going to, kill people in a nursing home. And look, I'm going to see, let's get him on the line real quick. Hey, Cuomover, how do you think we should handle Canada?
Hey, Donald, how you doing? I got your question sent over to me by my assistant. You know, I would probably consider sending some of those people to the nursing homes. I mean, look, it didn't work for us, okay? But if they put them out there, there's like a 50-50 chance that maybe they'll get some right, you know? Like, some of them will die.
Cuomover, we're not going to do that. See, I told you, Justin, it's just a waste of time. Look, this has been really a great conversation, Justin. But I do have to get going. I'm going to see Melania on Saturday Night Live. We're going to watch The Real Talk Show.
The Real Talk Show?
I'm not really sure if you watch The Real Talk Show, but you should tune in.
I'll have to check out what that's about.
Yeah, stop by. Melania and I will be in the chat all night. Anyway, appreciate you, Justin.
Mr. President, stay well and stay safe.
You too, Justin. Have a great night.
Justin Trudeau, Cuomover. It's kind of interesting that we saw a little Cuomover right there. You're about to see some Cuomover coming at ya. That's right. That's the clip I'm working on for you right now. So get ready for it. It's right in the middle of uploading. What's it say? 54, 55, 57. I'm skipping them. We're almost there, my friends. Today's face swap. Created it today. You guys are awesome. So happy you're here with me. We're going to get into it. We're going to probably play a couple more songs later. It's like 12:15 right now. But we're in the middle of laughter. We need to laugh more, especially with what's going on out there. I mean, seriously? Whew. So we're at 84. This is going to upload very quickly once I get it through. So let's play one more choice face swap for you, okay? And then we'll get this puppy on the road. You know what's always a good one? Episode 15, I think it is. Every time I play this makes me laugh, and I'm not going to laugh hard in the background, but I may. Here we go.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio. We're joined by Donald Trump for episode 15 of the Donald Trump Show.
Thank you for joining me. Episode 15, the Donald Trump Show. Today we go back to bumbling Biden. That's right, Sleeps Over Joe. I got a doozy for you tonight. Check this out.
I mean, we can't ensure our future is made in America with American paying, good paying union jobs here at home.
Okay, wait a minute. I've been saying America first for like 4 years. And I'm called a racist, a xenophobe, etc. But Sleep Sofa Joe says it. And everyone's like, oh my goodness, look, Sleepy Joe. He's a genius. Wow. Honestly, if he doesn't fall asleep on camera, he's going to beat me. But he's going to fall asleep on camera. Just wait for it, people.
Here at home, making it in America.
Bumbler, here at home would be made in America. I think he may have said that because Sleepy Joe also owns a piece of land in the Ukraine.
These are the most critical investments we can make for the long-term health and vitality of both the American economy and the physical health and safety of the American people.
So, Sleepy, you had 44 years in the Senate, 8 years as the vice president, and now when you're not in office, you're taking my ideas and pretending that they're your ideas?
Even if we weren't facing a pandemic and an economic crisis, we should be making these investments anyway.
Look, Sleep Sofa, you could say what you want, but you sound like a bumbling idiot at this point. You were in there for 8 years. Do you want me to keep saying it? I will.
To power a clean energy revolution in this country, we need to modernize America's infrastructure.
That's right. You wouldn't have been able to modernize our infrastructure in the 80s when you were vice president. You were just vice president 4 years ago, moron.
Despite this overwhelming need, this president and the Republican Congress have simply failed to act.
Okay, so critique coming from a guy who's been hiding in his basement since he left office at 16. He was in his basement pre-coronavirus. You know that, right?
10,000s. Actually, tens of thousands.
How many?
10,000s. Actually, tens of thousands.
Wow, that's a lot, Joe.
There's no other way of saying it.
Well, for Joe Biden, you're right. There's only one way of saying it. The Sleep Sofa way.
Donald Trump promised a big infrastructure bill when he ran in 2016.
I have massive plans for this country, but the Democrats have not made it easy.
Seems like every few weeks, when he needs a distraction from the latest charges of corruption in his staff or the conviction of high-ranking members of administration and political apparatus, the White House announces, quote, it's Infrastructure Week.
Sleep Sofa, you know, I have to tell you, I think you should just stop running. Because every time you have a gaffe, or every time you say something super racist, the media starts a race war, or they totally flip it. Oh, he raped someone? Let's talk about how much integrity he has.
But he's never delivered.
Way to go, Joe. Let's find the 1 or 2 things I couldn't do in the first 4 years, and let's make a big deal out of it.
He's never really even tried.
I have to say, Sleepy, the Sleep Sofa Joe is hilarious. Partly for the goofy things he says with a straight face, but then look at what he said there. I haven't tried. I don't try. Are you kidding me? I sleep like 3 hours a day. I don't get paid for my job. And I get crapped on all day by you fake news morons. And you say I don't try.
Well, I know how to get it done.
The only thing that Sleep Sofa Joe knows how to get done is putting his head on a pillow and taking a nap. That he can get done every single day, afternoon, night. Look, I've got to go, but I'll see you tomorrow on the next Donald Trump show.
Oh, guys, we are officially there. Time for Cuomover. Are you excited for Cuomover? So I wanted to show what I'm going to be giving to Love Truth for donating earlier. And guys, if you donate to Venmo or PayPal or Cash App, just shoot me a note here on the screen and let me know. I'll check and I'll make note of it. And like I said, you know what we're going to do? all donations, say anything north of, because shipping, it depends on where you are. That's the thing. Shipping's weird. I think it costs like $8 or worst case $10 to ship something by USPS. So anything north of $10, at least I'm not like losing money to send them. Check this out. Let's say, how about this? Anything $20 or more, because then I can actually send these things out, and it would be maybe I'll actually sell some of these. I'll sign these for you. This is my album. So check this out. I want to show you this because this is something that kind of is a little bit of a sad story, but it's a good story. I recorded this album. This album's called Something to Live For. I've got actually two things I could figure out, okay? This is a couple things we could do here just as donations and appreciations. This is the album I recorded. I'm happy to sign these. This is the other thing. This right here has the entire, I'm going to show you, all the lyrics to every song in the album. I made this as a really sick album. I wanted everybody to see my process, and so it's the real deal. The back here, there's actually another, I'm in this studio. This is Clinton Studios, and Matt Zabrowski, the one who does the woohoo, right here. He's in the back. Well, he's not there, but so that's all part of this album. I'm going to put this back in here so in case anybody is interested in doing that. Helps the program out. Plus also, I've got a box of these and I never sold them because I'll tell you, right back here on the back. Number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 11 were all featured on MTV programming. The Real World, Paris Hilton's Simple Life 2, and when I say featured, they used like a piece of it during The Real World, or my song Let's Start Slow, they played a nice chunk of it during the scene where this guy was actually a jerk to the girl. It really pissed me off when they used my song for that. But whatever. It was still kind of cool. That's the back of the album. And look, it says parental advisory because I recorded Gabrielle, which is the angriest song in history, but it was about a girl cheating on me. That's what the CD itself looks like. So I'm happy to sign these for you guys. Like I said, as a part of a new thing, when you do donate big league, when you do like a nice big league donation, I'm going to sign one of these and send it to you. Is appreciation. You know, like I said, this is something where I want to get this music out there. I never really got it out there. I hung it up in 2007 when I got married. Recorded this 2006, met my wife halfway through, or actually right at the end of recording this. I didn't know her when I recorded this. Met her at the end, right after I finished this, mastered this, and I'm just about to start hitting the road, go to LA. I get a potential for a deal together with Jive Records, and I'm working on a contract, and we're getting married 6 months later. And I asked my wife to marry me within 6 months. I knew it. Sometimes you know something. Like are you kidding me? I dated someone for 4 years, didn't ever think about marriage. I met my wife, and within 6 months, I said, I got to ask her to spend her life with me. And she's amazing. I'm lucky as can be. The thing is, when you realize, and then it's like, hey, well, if you don't sign this thing and come out to LA and we're going to rework your whole image, by that meaning we're going to put a band around you, because I was a solo artist at the time. What I also love about this is if I did that, if I took that path of signing that record deal, who knows what would have happened. But I will tell you what, I never would have invented this. The BeatSeat was born because it was a solution to a problem for me. I needed a drummer. I was playing at a venue once a month. It was like a residency in a place called Georgetown Saloon. Cool place in Connecticut. There once a month with Jose Feliciano's drummer. He and I were playing together. And he's playing on a thing called the cajon. You may have seen the cajon before. So every month we're there. He's got his cajon. I got my guitar. If you go back to this channel, all the way at the beginning, in fact, I want to play you something so you guys see this. This is some fire right here. The guy Tiger and I. Tiger is Jose Feliciano's drummer, and he and I played together for a while after I retired from music, essentially. And when he did that, Oops. I'm going to try to type this in and see what comes up. Oops, I didn't type the thing in. Oh, I found it! Okay, so check this out. I'm going to play this for you guys so you can see what the story is here. Now, this is a crazy thing. 45 people. There's 42 people with me right now, right? 45 people in the world, 2 liked it. 45 people in the world saw this. I'm sending you the link. Saw this. Now, after you watch this, if you like it...
It's Hammerlin Jameson, why?
After you watch this, if you like it, share this on your pages, because this is the origin of the BeatSeat. This is why I invented the BeatSeat, where it gave me the idea. Listen to this. People in the world have seen this. Old school. Oh, listen to piano. Wolfie likes that. I can't see the light. I see it every single day of my life now. I'm here bringing it to you. That song, though, right? There's also something else you may want to see that was pretty cool. Is this guy Roy Rodriguez joined me for one show there. And I had a Tiger couldn't make this show either. And I played with a band there. Let me see if I can find that one too. But the interesting thing you need to know is that, and I had a different, Tiger couldn't make this show. Yeah, Tiger couldn't make the show. I just said that. I'm trying to get into my videos here. How do I get there? All right, so this guy Roy joined me for one night. Unbelievable piano player. The only thing I wish is that he was playing a little louder, because let me just see if I can find it. It may not come up. Let's see. Oh, it's here, guys. All right, this has hit the road, Jack. 17 people have seen this. 0 likes. Oh, my goodness, guys. 0 likes. 17 people on the planet. I'm dropping the link over here. Let's see what you beautiful people can do if you like this. Only if you like this, guys. Mr. Roy Rodriguez joining me on the piano for this jam. and Joe Sanchez on the bass, who's going to probably join
Rick
me
was
for some
born
sort of
in
thing here.
2014.
Maybe even just an interview.
He was diagnosed at...
Check this out. Listen to this cat. People in the world. This said, what was it, like 5 people? How many people were clapping? How many people were at that show? Former MTV music artist. Was that 3 people in the room applauding? There's no money making in health and harmony. Yeah, essentially. But anyway, so this is a cool thing. So I have the album that was... A lot of the songs I've been playing for you. And then this is my very first album. I only have a few of these left. There's only a few literally left in the world of these. There's 11 tracks in this album. This one I think is going to be like a super... It's going to be like... I got to see how many I have left. These are going to be special ones for... We'll figure out what to do with these. These are going to be... We're going to figure out like contests or something. But like I said, I want to make sure when you guys do donate to the show, you get something in return besides just donating for me being a goofball every single day, which I appreciate because, like I said, I am here every day for the rest of my existence. Hopefully, it's a very long time that we're here together. And every single day, just check it off in your head that at least there is a show that day, whether you can make it or not. If you can't, we'll miss you. So try to come if you can. That's what I'm trying to say. So do you guys want to see the Cuomover bit? I think it's time. I think it's time to see what I created for you guys for today. And I wish we had a couple more people on, but you know what? 38 is amazing. And you never used to have anybody on when I was playing any face swaps. So let's just get to it, okay? Check this out. This is today's. I just made this. I just uploaded it. And then I brought you off to a side tangent for a while with the last little thing. Here we go. Cuomover. Let's see if we can get him on. He's not calling me though. Check this out. Here we go.
I wanted to call this press conference and thank you for your nomination for an Emmy for daytime drama. Look, I'm only here to give it to you straight. I'm trying to tell you, nursing homes didn't work. Look, Donald Trump, he tried to kind of beat me. You can't beat Cuomover. You can't beat me, okay? He calls me Cuomover. You think I'm gonna take that? Look, they got the daytime Emmy to me because I did things right here. Killed a lot of people. I put them in nursing homes, see? And Donald, he sent us a ship. I decided not to put anybody in there just to give him the old Italian F.U. So he sent the ship. I didn't even do anything with the ship. I let it freaking sink. And look, now Trump's gonna lose. It's going down. Yeah, he should have learned to play ball. He doesn't know how to play ball. What do you want to do? Nobody taught him how to play ball when he was a kid. So I humbly accept this Emmy. I'm happy to put it on my mantle. And we can, look forward to 5 more years of COVID. Look, I told my brother, COVID, I said it's gonna be around for a while. Christians get it early, okay? And then you can get over it, like your Cuomover. I told him, I said, just get it before it escalates, like me. I'm thinking about getting it. Anyway, thank you for the Emmy.
Victor said he moves his hands more than the sign language guy. It's so true. He's like, look, I told him. I said, look, we're going to go time. There's a great one I did with him. He's like, I told him not to take a time out. Like, whatever these idiots are doing with their hands. And yeah, oh my goodness. Isn't it unbelievable, Layla? I'm just looking at the sign language guy when you pointed that out. He's like, he looks like how dare you guys? Totally nuts. Just absolutely crazy, right? But what did you guys think of that? Craig, how you doing, buddy? Did we just go on for a little bit? Tom, thank you so much. That really did make my night. Let me tell you guys something. I love doing this. I'm sure you can tell. I really do. And all I've ever wanted to do is build this thing out and get more people to feel the way I feel about it and come here and elevate their current state. That's why I always say I'm here to amplify your current state, because that is my mission. Right now, it shouldn't be extremely difficult, but it is, because the world is suppressing it. I realize it's like the things that are meant to happen take a lot longer. And like dumb luck stuff happens all around us, But anyway, we're just going to keep driving at it. Every day we're going to show up. And one day, if it's meant to be and we're able to get the world together here, maybe we'll see some real change happen. It's not going to happen with this sleep sofa. I don't think so. We're going back to the olden days where you could say racist things and they'll just point it at and blame it at the old president. Oh, it's because of Trump. I guarantee we're going to hear that a lot the next 4. Oh, well, yeah, it's because of Trump. It was all Trump. Oh, really? Look at his list of accomplishments. Look at Sleep Sofa Joe's crime bill. What else did he do? Embezzled a lot of money. I don't know. I really don't. Alligator. Elevate your current state. Yeah, it is a good name. I actually go with amplify your current state, but yeah, elevated current state is actually probably a better title. But to amplify to me is to just take what's already there. Like you already have, hopefully, an opportunity to feel great. But this show, I feel like, can just be a spark plug. And it's just a lot of fun just getting into the moment and seeing where it takes us. Like the Cuomover thing that just came out, I was like, I'm in the middle of just about to bounce this thing, and I'm thinking to myself, how cool would it be if I had like the Godfather music in there? I don't know if that's going to get me kicked in the face, but I did it, and I took like somebody playing guitar of it instead of the original, and hopefully that'll be okay, but you never know. But sometimes you just get these urges to try things, and you go with it. I'm going to show you a couple examples of those like urges that I went with and just said, look, we're going to give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. Like this.
January 11th, 2020. A small village in China called Wuhan. There's an outbreak of epic proportions. Was it SARS? The Spanish flu? No. All this and more. The next Unsolved Mystery. Update. March 11th, 2020. The sky is falling. Everyone's freaking out, trying to find a cure to coronavirus. Is it the end of humanity? Or will we make it through? Find out on the next Unsolved Mysteries. Update. May 11th, 2020. The Fluhan is taking over the world.
Oh no!
Will the United States...
If I play the video of him, they boot me. They give me a crap in the face. Play any Coldplay. Rob wants to hear some Coldplay. All right, Rob, I got you real quick. It's getting late, but you know what? I got a tune for you that I've been playing a lot lately. Hey, Nicole, how you doing? I'm so glad you like that stuff. You know what? I had this thought. I got to tell you quickly before I play this. So here was my thought. You'll appreciate this, Nicole. This show is all about comedy. It's about taking the moment and letting it happen. I've been unscripted here since day one. 693 days in a row. We are 7 away from the 700th day in a row. And for 693 days in a row, I've never written a thing. I don't script anything. I come out here, and right before, like the Cuomover thing I just did, I took a little clip of him from today, and I just start talking. That's what happened. Every single day, that's what's happened since I started doing this. And so I've always done Robert Stack since I was a kid. I used to think he was so creepy and cool. And so, and then he was in Caddyshack 2. So anyway, he died, and I started the show, and I'm like, wow, you know what I need like Robert Stack, but he's died. So I had this like epiphany in the moment. And actually I didn't. I talked it through. And there's a show somewhere in the last 693 days where I said this and it came out in the moment and I improvised the entire thing. And that became the storyline for Robert Stack. So here it goes. So Robert Stack dies. But before he did, his family checked with the cryogenic facility. And so they basically cryogenically froze his head. And so it's 2150. And they figured out cryogenics in like 2149. They're like, look, we figured out how to reanimate. We have to get someone in who's going to be our first. So a couple scientists in the back like, hey, how about Walt Disney? They're like, no, too high profile. What if we mess up? Let's try with somebody a little bit lower profile. A couple murmur. Someone in says, how about Ted Williams? They're like, no, his head's the size of a watermelon. The other guy's like, yeah, it's the size of a Jeep. They're like, no, Joe Biden used to sell Jeeps. And they're like, no, let's just leave that one aside. Leave his head. He takes up 2 refrigerator systems. Just leave him in there for now. And so they're like, well, some other guy goes like, how about Robert Stack? And they're like, who? And they're like, Robert Stack. And someone in the back goes, the guy from Unsolved Mysteries. And they're like, that's it. So it's 2150. Stack to the future. He is talking about the year 2020. He's in the year 2150. It's Stack to the future. It's 2020. Can you believe I made that first one on January 11th? I made those for some reason. It was exactly 1 month apart. January 11th, February 11th, and then I skipped a month and I may not have skipped it. I think I may have it in here. I think I literally did. The first 3 or 4 were literally a month apart. I didn't do any more unsolved mysteries. They just happened to come up where a month apart I thought about doing a new one. It was the January 11th, February 11th, and then maybe it went to April 11th, although I thought it was earlier. I don't know. Do you guys remember the dates there? I'm not really sure. But Stack to the Future, right, Nicole? Isn't that awesome? Stack to the Future, 2150. Let me see. I'm going to show you something. You'll get a kick out of this. So you know that this is totally the way this has been on my mind for a while to do this. I'm going to show you. Like, I'm totally out of my mind with all this stuff. Like the fact that I think about this and then I don't just think about it, guys. This is the thing. It's not just about thinking about it, but then I go as far as like stuff like this. Like, what the freak is wrong with me? Where is it? Why don't I see it? Well, that's weird. I don't know how I could show it to you if you're not able to see it. Unload image when not showing. Let's just see. I'm going to just try quickly put another image out here. Let me see if I can open this up for you, because I do want to show this to you. So I'm going to put Stack. Stack is back. But look what I created for Stack. If this works, like I have to have a way to show him off, right? If we're gonna do a show, and it's about there we go. Look, guys, the year is 2150. Stack to the Future. Stack is back. Unsolved Mysteries. Hold on. I even did this. This is not going to be very clean. I wanted to get a better version, and I never did. I just forgot about it, but check this out. It's 2150. Robert Stack to the Future. We're looking at the year 2020. The coronavirus. We can't say the whole thing because YouTube blows. So we stop short. Robert Stack. Will they find out? Join us on the next Unsolved Mysteries. Right, guys? All right? Height? Isn't that just craziness right there? Stack to the Future. I wish he didn't. I mean, like, we have to keep him going, right? Right here on this show. We have to keep him going. Last time I played his video, where I do the video of him walking down the stairs, I made a funny one about Sleep Sofa Joe falling asleep. And I got hit with a copyright thing. And I'm like, why don't you idiots let your... Nobody cares. Nobody remembers. You're not going to let me, like, put a new piece of content out there? Like, how dare you? So look, guys, I'm going... It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. It's almost 3 hours in right here. So I'm going to play something quickly because... Oh, thank you so much, Connie. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to play something here, although it's going to be kind of late to play, I think. It's 1 in the morning. You know what? Is this even plugged in anymore? I don't think I can play... I can't sing right now because I'll wake up the house. But what I can do is play you my favorite instrumental. And hopefully that'll be good. Let's see if I could try something here too. I'm going to go to the BeatSeat scene. So guys, the BeatSeat, you may not understand what's going on here because I saw you guys saying that you see people in Australia have those boxes. Yeah, the BeatSeat is, or the Cajon is a box you bend over like, and you pen. Tiger had to sit up like this in order to hit it the front and not have to bend over. But this, you can kick this with your feet. You have your, so you can hit with your entire body with the BeatSeat, which is the difference. You can check out the BeatSeat. Look right below right now. See this? You see? BeatSeat.rocks. You can check it out. I fixed the website. I didn't realize there was something wrong with it. It's fixed now. Anyway, check this out. I'm going to shut off one of these things. Probably the BeatSeat because I'm not going to play the BeatSeat for this. What I am going to do So tomorrow, Coldplay, absolutely. All right, I'll rock out some Coldplay for you tomorrow. Make sure this is in a good area. It's usually like that. A little more. Where's the BeatSeat cam? Oh, there it is. Thank you very much for playing, Mr. BeatSeat. Oh, guys, do I know you and I? What is you and I? Is that you and I both? That one? Yeah, that's the Furlies. That's the best song. I love the Furlies. So, guys, we're officially here 2 hours, 55 minutes. I think we should play one more and get over to the 3-hour mark, don't you think? We got to get over the 3-hour mark. What are you kidding me? We can't stop at 2 hours and 55. A good thing I have pants on. Victor's hilarious. You rock, brother. Tom, thank you so much for your message about Patreon and for rocking on Patreon. You guys have been amazing. There's two ways of supporting this program is Patreon, also donations, and then on the YouTube page there's a way to join. I don't know how you do it. Oh yeah, it says join right there. If you click that join button, there's a couple different tiers and different things you can do. And bottom line is, I really appreciate it, guys. You're amazing. I'll be here every day with you. And it really means a lot that you... It's almost like what I see is this. When I do, and not that everybody can, like I said, but when I get a donation from somebody, it's that additional boost of motivation that I need to say, yeah, Mark, you're doing the right thing. Keep going. And maybe one day... one person's kind generosity will lead to more, not people, but parties that have an interest. What we need to find somebody who sees that they can make money on the show, right? So I need to find somebody out there who has connected to the whatever channel, whatever. I just want to get on against all the negativity on TV. I don't know why TV. I just feel like there's so much negativity. The negatube. I call it the negatube. I want to go up against it all. It's not necessary, but I'm just saying it would be fun. And but someday someone's going to be like, "Hey, I know how to do that," and because I can make, like that's fine. I want everybody to do well. Like, see, Vintage, for example, is a member of the Real Talk family. You can you get a badge when you do that here on the YouTube channel. But like I said, this is all new for me. When I didn't have any people watching for so long, it was just like driving uphill forever. At least now you guys are kicking it with me. This is so cool. Could I do impressions? Oh my goodness, Connie, I got your message. Okay, so let me tell you something. I have to respond to that. Can you do me one more favor and resend that message, if you don't mind? It's been kind of crazy lately. Just send a message again to Mark at MarkPiresRealTalk.com, and I will do my best to respond to that and give you something, because I know it won't be something that I can take and add to afterward. You'll have to do it for me, and then I can use it. So I'll explain when I get back to you. We do need more laughter, Craig, so let me provide you with one more pieces of that, okay? One more piece. Character idea, Helmo with Elmo voice. Oh. I've got a couple of quad characters, like dual people. I used to do Chris Tucker / Al Pacino as Scarface. That was interesting. I did it in a play when I was like 18. I had to create. I didn't have to. I created a character because they created a script around like this idea of a basketball player. It was like crazy, out of his mind crazy, and I was like, all right, I'll go with that. Done. It was nuts. We did it off Broadway. That's how it went. It was cool. Let's see. I want to play you guys something that's going to make you laugh here. Okay. So on day 500, like I said, we're 7 days. 7 days away from the big 700 in a row. So, with that in mind, 193 days ago, I created this. Wow. Check it out.
I keep getting a question from fake news. They're wondering what I think of Mark Pires making it to 500 days in a row of the Real Talk program. Look, I'm kind of proud of him, but at the same time, only 500? Come on, why is he so lazy? I'm expecting double digits, triple times 4, okay? If that's not how you're doing math, I'm not sure how you're calculating. The price of gold is much higher than that, so he's going to have to do a lot more days in a row before I'm really impressed, I would say.
I just wanted to add my 2 cents. I'm proud of you. Well, hi, Mark. This is Smoking Joe Biden. I just about to fall asleep, but I just wanted to say congratulations. I heard you made it to 50 shows in a row. Very proud of you. 5 shows in a row is great. Let me know when you get to 100.
Wow, 500 days in a row. Mark, that's phenomenal. Look, I'm going to call Christopher Walken. I'm going to let him know. You're doing such a great job. Keep up the good work.
500 days? Wow, that's a lot of days. Hey, 500 is what I got paid on my last gig.
Hey, Walter, did you hear Mark made it to 500 days in a row? I'm pretty impressed. We're going to watch it later on this.
How many days in a row, dude?
Shut up, Donnie. 500, Donnie. It's pretty cool. I have a hard time changing my underwear twice a week.
I just wanted you to know you can't really do much with 500, okay? It's only 500 days, but people usually fall off before then. So you're at least continuing on, and that's very, very noble. Kind of like my initiative to try to vaccinate the world.
So look, the first 500 are the hardest. After that, it's all downhill. People start coming out, they start joining the program. And they're all just part of the party all of a sudden. That first 500 days, kind of tough. Dinner with a couple of movies took a lot longer than we thought they would. Most of my relationships were shorter than this show.
Mark, I got a message from Owen. He said 500 days. Most people roll over, play that, waiting for someone to complain the sound with them, but yo, you get the bulldozer,
You get out and you create your own playground.
500 days in a row. Not bad. Not bad at all. Look, you think you could pull in any favors with Trump? See if you can get my Lakers back on the air. If not, I'll be tuning into the 500th show anyway myself.
It's the 500th day of Real Talk. We're going to leave a special message. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to tell them what we're going to do in order to say congratulations. How difficult is it to stop a program on YouTube? Number 2, why haven't you been able to do it?
He's done 500 days in a row, Dr. Evil.
Enough of this insolence.
Sorry, Dr. Evil.
500 days is way too many in a row. We need to stop him.
So I've been doing these COVID briefings for a while. I don't know how many days in a row, but 500 days in a row is a pretty big deal, Mark. Look, I'm not sending any PPE to you, no ventilators, but just keep doing what you're doing, all right? I think what you're doing is kind of a good thing. I'm not really sure. It's not like I friggin' tune in or anything. You kind of make fun of me. 500 days. Keep it going. Let's see if you make it to 1,000. I'm taking bets. I'm thinking maybe, but I don't know. I'm just going to keep kind of pushing the envelope. And let's see if maybe someone has the balls to try to see if they put some money up against me. I'm saying this guy goes to 1,000. Maybe even beyond, okay? But I'm not saying he's giving up anytime soon. I don't know. Who wants to take me up on that, okay? He's going to go up above and over. And when people see him go over, they're going to say, holy cow, Cuomo was right. Cuomo was right. I didn't tell him he was going under. I said he's going not under, he's going to go over.
Nicole, yeah, Eastern time. I'm here on the East Coast of the U.S. in a little crazy place called Connecticut, where people are out of their friggin' minds. They're like, let's vote for a sleep sofa. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So, but yeah, so I'll be on tomorrow twice, okay? We're going to be on. Craig, I appreciate you, buddy. We'll probably be on twice tomorrow. I'm going to be on for my Real Estate 101 somewhere midday. Tomorrow I have to find a topic to talk about. We've been doing some call-in stuff on there. We're going to do call-in night here, too. We have to figure out what night to do that this week. We're going to do call-in night once a week at least here, guys. Okay, so if you want to come in here and just chat about whatever, talk about the show, talk about anything, we're going to do that. Oh, Nicole's in Vegas. That's cool. Vegas, baby. Yeah. I only went to Vegas for 2 nights in my life. How about that? Played music there 1 day, 2 nights. And U2, I will play U2 for you tomorrow, buddy, for sure. I play U2. You can go back on my page. There's some U2. I've dropped a few U2 tracks. I think at least one. Bradley, thanks, buddy. Keith, thanks, buddy. Guys, Keith, I'm going to drop a new podcast probably. I just downloaded the 5.5 hour one from the other day, which is the 30 episodes of the Donald Trump show in a row. And at the end, after we rocked out some music, I'm going to put that out for my brother because he's out in his truck. Keith, you're out in the truck. I'm going to put it out there for you. Jim Williams, you're awesome. But guys, can I point out and just say that my buddy Tom, seriously, Tom? Like, seriously? I'm just gonna tell you, Tom is the freaking man. Holy cow. I'm sitting here, I'm like, that last bit's playing, and I said to myself, you know what? Let me just go check my email real quick. Because, during the show, it's hard for me to check my email. Because we're in the middle of a show. You know what I mean? So I'm like, let me check my email. I see Tom Murphy. You have money. PayPal says you have money. I'm like, what? I do? It's like, yeah, Tom Murphy. My brother Tom. You're the man, brother. So, Tom, I am going to, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, I got your info here. Okay, we'll see, man. Let's see. You never know. There's something over here. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to be sending this over to you. Appreciate it. And Love Truth, I'm hoping Love Truth will send me a message because Love Truth donated Big League earlier. And how about this? How silly would this be? Don't go anywhere. Can you believe I have a stack of these? Oh, when I did the album, they gave me like, I think 50 or 100 of these huge posters of the MARKPIRES Something to Live For release. Look at that CBGB shirt I was wearing. I played the last week of CBGB's being open. I played at there. I was playing there like once a month, but the last week they were open, I played. I was on that bill. It was a great venue. The sound was phenomenal. Oh, Connie, you want one? That's so funny. Oh, you did? Thanks, Love Truth. I'll take a look, okay? I do have a CD. And like I said, what we're doing here... Oh, thanks, Tom. You rock, brother. What we're going to do is I'm going to make a link that you guys can buy them if you want to pick up a CD. Or like I said, what we'll do here is when people donate, we'll pick a figure like 20 or 25 bucks. Anything over that, I'll send a CD and I'll sign it over as well. So you guys have a copy. And it's a great album, guys. This is this. You can't go wrong with this song right here. I was walking down the road today. Oh my goodness. They got Rudy G under me on YouTube? Is that a good thing? Really, Giuliani. I was thinking about doing Giuliani's night, but instead we did Cuomover because he's cutting a friggin' Emmy. Can you guys believe that? Oh my goodness. Listen, so look at Jim's message, guys. I want you to, there's 32 of you awesome family members on right now. Look at Jim Williams' message. Jim, I love you. I'm going to read it out loud because I love Jim. Mark, do I have permission to share episodes 1, 2, and 3 of Donald Trump's show with the president on Twitter? Jim, you have permission to share any single thing that makes you smile that I've ever done in the history of time, especially if it's related to the sleepy Joe Biden takedown with the president of the United States. You all, please share the show because if you don't do it, nobody will ever find us. The only way that will be found is if 33 of you share with all 33 of your worlds and they share with 33 of their worlds because YouTube is going to continue to shut me down. And Zuckerchooch, are you kidding me? Who is following me over on Facebook? I'm going to go to Facebook right now. I'm going to tell you how many people are watching me right now on Facebook. I have 3,000 friends. I have 3,000 friends on Facebook. Let's just see how many people are watching the show right now. You guys want to see? This is going to be interesting. I bet you there's 100 people on Facebook, right? Bet you there's 0. Bet you there's 0. Oh, my goodness. Look. 3 hours and 11 minutes. 0 people watching. 0 people watching. I did get Diane Heron, who's one of our family members here. So she just is follows me on Facebook. So and Joy I've known since Instagram days. She's cool as heck. It's 2 people. 2 people. Yeah, I'm showing my phone and looking at my phone and looking at Facebook all at the same time. It's like a conundrum. Yeah. But the bottom line is nobody. Oh, Tom, thank you, my brother. I just got Tom's. See, Tom just followed. He just found me. Like I told you guys, if you don't find me on Facebook, just facebook.com/MarkPIRES. And when you get over there, I'll ask you to, to like other pages. Bradley, I would not bank on anything. Listen, I'm here today. That's all I know is I'll be here every single day, and I'll never stop showing up for you. That's what I can tell you for sure. But I don't know, Bradley. I have a feeling that this road of mine is just a never-ending, windy road where they shut me down every step of the way. And the only truth that I do see is there is a path, but it's Bradley, it's Tom, it's Daniel, It's Frosty Night. It's Connie. Being excited about it and sharing it with a friend or sharing it with people is where this gets to somewhere. So I do believe that something could and will happen, but I'm just so disillusioned by it all because for 693 days, it was a hard road to get to. I guess that's why it's a weird thing for me to think about. Oh my goodness, but you know what just happened? Man. You guys know what the numbers thing, right? For me? So this is why I know you're right in a way, like something's going to happen here. Oh, look at Trin. You're awesome, Trin. I found you. I see you. Guys, I looked down and it said 03/13/13. 3 hours, 13 minutes, and 13 seconds. Are you kidding me? I'm just like, whenever I see numbers that have 13 and I'm in a moment where I'm saying to myself, well, I don't know, Bradley, I'm not sure if X, and then I'll see 3/13/13. It's like, idiot, shut up and keep going down the path, keep going down the road. You've been live for 693 days in a row in order to connect this world, and you can't do it unless you can make this your career. And if you can't make this your career, you're not going to ever be able to do this. You're going to have to stop doing it. Like, that's a reality. It's like, if you can't make this what you need it to be at a certain point, you can't give it the time you're giving. That's what the signs on the wall keep saying to me. They've been saying it to me for 693. What are you doing? You're not even talking about your career. You're a real estate agent. I'm like, well, just recently I said, well, I'll start a second show, the real estate show during the day, Real Estate 101, where I give all the tips away and I talk about, referrals, how I can make a living by helping you find a real estate agent in your local area without it costing you a penny. It doesn't cost you anything at all to do this, and it would help the show out tremendously. So I talk about that in the daily. And hopefully that'll lead us to me being here with you more, because we're basically doing real talk when I do that. Anybody who's been tuning into those midday shows know that they start with me like, hey guys, so did you hear about the market? And like 10 minutes later, I'm like, are you kidding me? They voted for a sleep sofa? And we're like, yep, we're in the middle of it again. But guys, we have so much to be thankful for me specifically, that I'm here with you. Dana Shiver found me too over on Facebook. That's so awesome. And again, like I said, Trin, I keep things legit. I don't know what you want to say and what you want to do. But awesome that you found me over there. Let's see. Trish and Keto. Did you guys ever see Peter Sellers in Pink Panther? Keto. Oh, I used to love that movie. Bonton. I used to love those movies. There were like 7. I owned them all for a while. Oh, I appreciate you. Oh my goodness, Jim, you're amazing. Jim, thank you for your donation. Jim just donated on Venmo. Guys, you're amazing. Really, really appreciate it. Tomorrow we do it all over again. I don't know if you know that. Yeah, I was like talking about ending this at 2:55. We're at 3:16 and 31. That's what happens here on the Real Talk program. But remember that tomorrow we're taking this thing to the limit again. Every day. No sleep till Brooklyn, right? No sleep till the Brooklyn Times. So I want to run through this list real quick, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. So please say hello right now if you don't mind, and be a part of the show. Frosty Night, thank you so much, friend. Good night to you. Nicole, you're awesome. Take it to the limit. Let's see if I can sing it in. Limit. Take it to the limit. Limit. Take it to the limit. That's right. She knows. Nicole knows what's going down over there in Vegas. I want to thank you, Nicole, for kicking it with us, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Live every day for the rest of my days. I hope to see you every day. We're going to play some music, and we're going to laugh every single time we can. Going to make that belly hurt. Yeah, in a good way. Not like you ate something terrible like a sleep sober Joe. No, look, he pooped in his pants, don't you know? And he took his head, put it on a pillow. There he's sleeping all night. Yes, I don't know. Maybe he will do some work in the Oval. But I think he's just going to sleep until they push him down the stairs. And he's going to go, he's going to die, and they're going to say, Kamala, now you're president. Look, the first president, that's a woman. And she's not really a woman. I think she's a chameleon. Holy cow. Cato, you rock. Daniel, you rock, buddy. And let's see, we're running through here. I just want to say hello, guys, if you're here with me. Trinity, you're awesome. Hope to have a nice, we go. Trinity, red, blue pill, hair, home with the frog here. Yeah. Trish Gillian, you're awesome. Connie, you're awesome. Tomorrow. I gotta play some music for you guys. If you do have requests, that's another way you can do a super chat. You can send a Venmo and ask for a song to be worked into the show, and I will work on that song. So, lots of ways for us to communicate, support, and also you get something back. Every time you support this program, I give you something back. I have to. It's just my way. Got a dog, okay? You got a dog. Dana Shiver, thank you so much. I'm going to ask you guys all to join the other stuff on Facebook, okay? I'll get to you. But thank you for finding me there, and then I'll get you. I'll do requests through all the other things, Real Talk and the Real Talk Family. We have a Real Talk Family page and another one called Just for Laughs. I'll ask you guys all to join those once I get to the Facebook page. Jim Williams, thank you again for your donation. And Tom Murphy, thank you so much for your donation. And Truth Love, thank you for your donation. Truth Love is the winner of the evening. I think we have to have a winner of the evening for the highest donation of the evening now, too. That's a new thing. So Truth Love is getting a bonus as Truth Love's getting the CD and the poster signed. I'll send that off to you, Truth Love. You're awesome. And tomorrow, guys, join me. Don't forget to join me. Send that notification. Get that notification. I don't know if the notifications work, but if you hit the bell, it's your best chance. Best chances. Oh my goodness. It's hard for me to say goodnight, but we must. If you haven't, smash that like button. We're almost there. 6 away from 100. Doesn't really matter, but it's awesome that you guys are here. That's all that matters to me. And I will see you tomorrow. I love this right here. This is a little jam. So have a great night, everybody. Jesse, you rock, buddy. Wait a second. Are you guys coming here to hang out? Let me see. I'm not going to go anywhere for a second just in case. Jesse, you rock, buddy. Thanks so much for kicking it with us. Missy, you're awesome. I'm so glad you stuck around with us till the end. And Bex, woo! This is a song to jam out to right here. This is a song I rocked out here. Oh, Bex, thank you so much. Thank you. Missy, I know you always do. You guys are so awesome. Tomorrow I have content to drop for you. Never-ending content. We're dropping the Cuomover clip. I almost wanted to play it for you one more time. But tomorrow, we're going to knock it out again tomorrow. Out of the park, that is. 1:30 in the morning here on the East Coast. Keith, good night, buddy. Granny, good night. Dana, thank you again. Good night, everybody. You're awesome. Let's get back to that outro. Till tomorrow, my friends, my family. Have a great night. It's MARKPIRES. And it's real talk. I love you guys. See you tomorrow.